It's the castle where queens come clean. Facts get dropped and the vibes stay mean. No chaos here, just calm with a crown. Sip slow, speak truth, then shut it down. Let her press play, come correct or don't. We ain't chasing drama, we confront what won't. So like, share, sub, get in the zone. But if you fake, stay out of this throne. Y'all loud for nothing, we logging calm. Talk real life, not a circus charm. Every room got rules, this one's grown. Keep it cute or stay gone, this castle's known. Built on truth, no scripts, no flex. We peep, we speak, then leave it in text. Don't ask who said it. Check the tone, the vibe is bossed up and we stand alone. We don't yell, we shift the space. A queen don't move till it's time to face. No sneak, no fake, no lurk, no plot. Just vibe in peace or get blocked on the spot. Pull up with class, lead with facts. Drop comments sharp, never fumble with caps. This ain't just chat, this here a zone where women talk heavy but keep it grown. I stay calm but I still check a hole. Y'all talk too much, me, I just scroll. Gather up receipts, round 12 they unfold. Facts hit harder when the tea served cold. Share if it's real or tag if it's needed. Don't come for the queen if you barely completed. We casting chaos or chilling the throne. But either way, we stand on our own. Welcome to the castle, my loves. No chaos, just clean vibes, real chat and big truth. So if you're ready to subscribe, but if you're ready to ride, join the fam. Now take your seat, sip your tea, and walk wise into these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's lovely. It's the castle where queens come clean. Facts get dropped and the vibes stay mean. No chaos here, just calm with a crown. Sit slow, speak truth, then shut it down. Press play, come correct or don't. We ain't chasing drama, we confront what won't. So like, share sub, get in the zone. But if you fake, stay out of this throne. Y'all out for nothing, we logging calm. Talk real life, not a circus charm. Every room got rules, this one's grown. Keep it cute to stay gone, this castle's known. Built on truth, no scripts, no flex. We peep, we speak, then leave it in text. Don't ask who said it, check the tone. The vibe is bossed up and we stand alone. We don't yell, we shift the space. A queen don't move till it's time to face. No sneak, no fake, no lurk, no plot. Just vibe in peace or get blocked on the spot. Pull up with class, leave with facts. Drop comments, shop, never fumble with caps. This ain't just chat, this here is zone where women talk heavy but keep it grown. We don't yell, we shift the space. A queen don't move till it's time to face. No sneak, no fake, no lurk, no plot. Just vibe in peace or get blocked on the spot. It's Levy, it's the castle where queens come clean. Facts get dropped and the vibes stay mean. No chaos here, just calm with a crown. Sit slow, speak truth, then shut it down. Press play, come correct or don't. We ain't chasing drama, we confront what won't. So like, share sub, get in the zone. But if you fake, stay out of this throne. Welcome to the castle, me love the castle, me love. No chaos, just clean vibes, real chat and big truth. So if you're ready, subscribe. But if you're ready to ride, join the fam. Now take your seat, sip your tea, and walk wise into these YouTube streets.
Hey guys, welcome to the castle. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. What's up, y'all? We are back for the third time today. OMG. I ain't never seen y'all. I don't think I've ever seen y'all 3 times in one day, but you seen the title. Guys, let me tell y'all something. We're supposed to have 2 special guests, okay? 2. I don't see one yet, all right? I don't see one yet. But hey, y'all. Hey, everybody in the chat. Your girl is tired. But did I pin that link, y'all? Did I pin the link in the chat or I didn't? Let me see. Let me make sure. I can't even see the darn chat. He said back on the block. I'm trying to make sure that the link is pinned. I don't think I did, right? But I know a lot happened. So if you don't know, we came live 2 times already. Definitely make sure you go back after this and get caught up. I'm gonna see where this go. And if it's not going like how I planned it, we just gonna have to push it to tomorrow, okay? Y'all know I don't like to do that, but it's out of my control. If people say I'm coming back and they don't, I mean, not coming back, but if I'm gonna show up and they don't show up, I can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, between time, guys, definitely hit the like button for me. Let's get some more people up in here. Let's see. Yeah, you say yes. The link is pinned. Okay. All right. Well, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. But in the meantime, well, since the link pinned, I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, I thought I did. Y'all sure? Was Ellie saying yes to me? I'm trying to come to my own chat, but I can't get it up yet. The link is not pinned. Hold on. Actually, let me go do it. I see it. All right, there it goes. So the link is pinned now. I'm good to go. Where y'all at? Hit the link, y'all. Hit the link. Hit the link. I don't want to have to play another song. But in the meantime, what can I tell y'all? You say yes, the StreamYard link. I saw the StreamYard link. I saw the StreamYard link, but I needed to pin it. Okay. But I'm trying to see where do I start. So earlier, y'all know we had all these issues with StreamYard and all this stuff going on. Okay, hopefully when everybody come up here tonight, it will work. But I'm trying to see what can I tell y'all in the meantime. Oh, so y'all know the hottest topic out here earlier been the 18-year-old, right? So the 18-year-old from Atlanta Street Interviews, Kai, Kai, that interview. So if you didn't know, she been running through the YouTube streets now. You know how the interviewees leave his platform? They have. I didn't even realize till today that she have her own channel. And shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Okay, because I still haven't. Even though I came live earlier about the 18-year-old on her panel, like I said, I didn't have an issue with whatever she had going on because I didn't see the whole live. The only issue I was talking about when I came live was why the issue with the 18-year-old. But I don't want to go back over that right now. But after I got off live, shout out to the person that sent me the link to her channel. So she had made a video over there, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all, let me see. So I'm not going to play her video because I don't want to take away from anybody. For real, for real. I do want y'all to go give her click and her view for sure. I was wondering, I started to share it, but I'm like, I didn't want to kind of share it before I came live because then it would, for the people that run over there to go watch it, then what's the point of me coming live to tell you? So that's kind of like one of my little special guests. Why I say it's not clickbait because you'll say, well, why is that a special guest? She's a special guest because she have never been to the castle. She have never been on the panel. And on top of that, by me telling you what she had some words for everybody out here. So she's in the castle when I'm gonna tell you what she gotta say. Okay. So anyway, uh, let me see. Let me pull it up so I can tell y'all. Okay, so if you're up in here, drop down in the chat and let me know. Did you see Kai? I hope I'm saying her name right. Kai, the 18-year-old interviewee. Did you see her video yet? After I tell you all about it and whatever, I will definitely drop her link and y'all can go watch the video because it don't hit the same like when you hear it and when you see, when you watch it yourself. So I'm gonna tell you, but when you watch it, you see her expressions and you say, I know. Okay, Pooh, you saw it. Thank you. Thank you. I did see you in the comments. You said, no, well, Ellie, stick around, girl. I'm gonna tell you. All right, so let's go. So she opened up her video saying, hey, everybody. So some of y'all may know who I am. I'm from Atlanta Street Interviews YouTube channel. My name is Kai. I'm 18. And yeah, so I was interviewed by the man who the transcript on YouTube be a little bit off, y'all. So y'all gotta bear with me. I can read, but sometimes you be reading it, it's like a word will be missing, and you gotta try to figure out what it was. You know what I mean? New stuff. So you gotta work with what YouTube give us. Okay. So anyway, it say, and yeah, so I've she was interviewed by the man, you know, his channel is Marcus, and yeah, I just wanted to talk and kind of let y'all get to know me more and stuff. Okay. So at a 35-second timestamp, she said, like that. And just so you know, so for one, I'm fine. I'm not being forced to make videos, nothing. He just stopped me, and I did the interview. Hold on, let me start over right there. So she said, I'm fine. I'm not being forced to make videos, nothing. He just stopped me, and I did the interview. So I guess she's talking about on the road. And if free and you want to come up here on the panel with me just to tell me if somebody in the chat is trying to get my attention, be my guest. Okay. You don't have to say a word. You can just look at the chat for me if you want, because I can't look at the chat and read to you at the same time. Okay. It's like reading a story to you. So if you're talking to me, I can't see you right now. Okay. All right. So let's carry on. So what timestamp I left off? So she said, I just wanted to talk and kind of let y'all get to know me more and stuff. So then she say, like that, and just so you know, so for one, I'm fine. I'm not being forced to make any videos, nothing. He just stopped me, and I did the interview because if you scroll down on my channel, because she got a whole channel over there, y'all. If you scroll down on my channel, I already had story times up of everything I just done and said in the video. So basically, let me try to go over that. She said, if you go on her channel, right, she have videos over there of story times. I haven't seen them yet. I just didn't have time yet. Okay. So she have story times up of everything she did in the video, I guess, over there on Marcus's channel. She gave you all a story time about it. So it's like nothing new. So we hearing it from the horse's mouth, y'all. She said, so I just repeated what I just said, repeated what's on my channel. So she basically said whatever she said on his channel, she said the same stuff on her channel. So it's not like so she said, so it's not like he's using me, because a lot of people like, oh, he's using you, this and that. People cash at me at 4 a.m., giving me $20, $50, talking about, tell him to take the videos down. He's trying to use you, this and that and the third. And I'm like, use me for what? So because I've already had it on my channel. So I mean, it's not like he's getting my business. People already knew, because I tell people, but really, I don't mind saying stuff, because it's like one day y'all going to see me. Hey to everybody coming up in here. I think I see Mocha. Hey, Mocha. And if I miss somebody else, I apologize. I'm not looking at y'all, okay? So she said, okay. So I already had it on my channel. And I know the ideal thing, you will want to see her video, but let's be fair. She got her own channel. Go give her click on her view, okay? You said we need to help her, and she's vulnerable and she need our help. So when you watch her videos, that will help her to make some money. Put it that way. So let's carry on. And you know what, y'all? I'm about to take a break. I'm about to go on mute for a second. My damn phone is going dead. I did not know my phone was going dead. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Yeah, whose phone wouldn't be going dead? Done came like 3 damn times in one day. I can't even keep it charged. Let me hurry up. Here. Here we go. Would y'all believe me if I told y'all, just this a little bit off topic? Would y'all believe me if I told y'all all I heard was Quita not getting out. I haven't even got a receipt. If I did, I don't know yet, of Quita happened, this and that, watch the video, nothing. Can you believe that? All day. I'm on the road today. But then the other stuff we normally talk about, we're not talking about. But anyway, that's fine. All right, let's carry on. So let me see. Now I gotta find where I left off, y'all. Trust me, I'm gonna get this transcript thing down pat. Okay. Today my first day, so y'all gotta bear with me. But let's see, damn, where I left off, y'all. The video is rolling, so of course she kept talking because Tilly asked me, didn't put it on pause, and then I lost the part that I was let me see. Bear with me, I lost my spot on the transcript, so people telling her to take the videos down. So she said, because I've already had it on my channel, so I mean, it's not like he's getting my business. People already knew because I tell people, but really, I don't mind saying stuff because it's like one day y'all gonna see me and be like, I'm a whole better woman, right? Like that, right? She said, oh, I remember the video when she was doing this and doing that. Just know that people can change and stuff. We have passed that, y'all. This is embarrassing. I lost my freaking spot. You say you should get the AI generator to read the transcript for you. Yeah, but I'm on mobile. That's why I say I'm trying to figure it out. Today's my first day trying to use it like on live, and been rushing. But you know me, I'm a perfectionist. I'm gonna get it right for the next time. You say you should use the AI narrator to read the transcript for you. You're not gonna hear it. You're not gonna hear it. So I don't have the right device. Whatever. I'm on mobile right now, so I'm limited to what I could do. I'm doing it to the best of how I could do it on mobile. Okay. So let's see. But thanks, Copper. That's a great suggestion. Girl, I left. Is anybody available to come up here on the panel for a second, please? Because I keep finding myself looking at the chat. I don't need you to say nothing, but I need to stop losing my spot on the transcript. You say, mind saying. Fuck it. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the damn phone down. So even if y'all yelling and screaming, I'm not gonna see it. That's what we gonna do, okay? I'm not looking at y'all at all. So let me find my spot for real. This is embarrassing. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna start all the way over because I can't find where I left off. Trying to find one simple thing. All right, she said, hey, everybody. So some of y'all may know who I am. I'm from Atlanta Street Interviews, da da da. My name is Kai. I'm 18, all of that stuff. Then she said, because a lot of people was telling her that Marcus is using her. Gosh, guys, y'all laughing at me? It's if you go live, you know. Thanks, Copper.
Hey, what's up?
But you can literally go on mute. I don't need you to say nothing unless somebody tell me they can't hear me or something like that.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? Because I can't look at both screens at the same time.
All right. So you just need me to sit here on mute?
If somebody's saying vibes, you're going in and out, we can't hear you or something. Where's
Okay.
the other person that's supposed to hit the panel? Can you please come up here if you're up here, please? So the other person that's supposed to join the show, if you're here, can you please join the panel? Because I really came back for you. It wasn't the transcript wasn't the biggest thing I came back for. But if you're here, please come up here and then we can just move on with that segment of the show. But so otherwise from that, here we go, y'all. Okay, so Copper, I'm talking to you and I done lost my damn spot again because it's rolling because she's talking. Shit, guys. But anyway, she said, I'm okay. I'm not Marcus. So I'm at the 1 minute and 47-second timestamp. Let's start there. She said, I'm okay. I'm not Marcus. He It's a big difference between me and everybody else on his channel. But so he don't try me like people think, like y'all think he effed me for free. He, not paying me. That's not true. So let's read that again. Hold up. But so he don't try me like people think. So he not trying her like people think, okay? Like y'all think that he effed. So that's a bracket with a blank and a not a bracket because they can't put a curse word. Effed me for free. He's not paying me. That's not true. Y'all got that? Okay. So like he paid me for the interview and I just repeat what's on my channel. And I don't say in everything in interviews because some stuff and then she sighed, I'd rather keep it on my channel or I'd rather just not say them at all. Like I don't mind saying something, but I'm going to put it on my I don't mind saying something, but I'm not going to put it on your channel. Did y'all hear that? So is that why she was just like, that's why she was being shy and don't want to tell everything? So so I just say what I want to say. But yeah, I've been getting better and better in stuff because I don't know. It's like every year I get better. Like the transcript is way harder to read than I actually thought. The transcript is way harder to read than I actually thought because if you don't know what a transcript is, I don't know how to explain it to you, but I'm trying to read it because I'm not trying to play her video. You get what I'm saying? But what's up, Marcus? I'm gonna get it. I'm a perfectionist, so I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it right. Trust and believe. Well, you was here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was, and I was gonna add something in a moment, but honestly, I don't really have anything to add.
Yeah, because that's why I really forced the issue, and I came back and I said, okay, I really wanted to hear, because then I'm gonna just keep thinking, what was he gonna say?
A wise man once said nothing at all.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I already had a long day, and I'm gonna have Max tomorrow or whatever. So, that's always gonna be a day where I don't really get to get a whole lot done. So, I'm just gonna rest up for the rest of the night and just enjoy it. Everybody that's making content on the content and everything else, that's great. Do your thing. Do your thing.
No, I figure I was just gonna bring awareness to it that she's
No, I'm
actually
not even.
out here
I'm
in
not even
YouTube.
talking about you. I'm not even talking about you. Just talking about period. Yeah, I'm not talking about you. You know what I'm saying? So, um, you know, right. I, hear you reading the transcript, and so, you know, again,
The
she's breaking
transcript
it
is
down
from
for you.
the transcript from her video on
Right.
YouTube.
Right. hmm What is the name of her channel?
Oh shit! I don't close the damn thing. I gotta go back. It was Kai, and it's crazy because she titled it just like you. She titled it how you title your videos.
I'm gonna have to take a look.
Uh huh.
hmm Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, she definitely said that she was sad earlier after being on, Shinna's live or whatever. And so it is what it is. Like, she said on the interview that she gets sad sometimes, and we saw her, cry about different things that may have been going on in her
Yeah.
head about things. So, shout out to her. We're gonna continue to just kind of tap in with her and keep up with her journey as long as she wants to. There's
She
no
said she's
pressure.
moving from ATL anyway, so this ain't gonna be forever. That's pretty much what
Right.
she said.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she I have extended footage. I think I might. I don't know where I'm gonna post it. Maybe the B side, maybe not back to the content. But I have extended footage where she talks about how she, is gonna want to move and things like that. And we kind of had talks about that whole process and stuff like that. And what y'all didn't see was the conversation that we also had about her OF you know, during the conversation, she shared that from the interview, she had got over 300 more subscribers to her OF. So, you know, she went from, I guess, somewhere around 150 or so to over 450. Um,
Yeah, she
so
said that in her video. Thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. She
right.
said in her video she got a whole bunch of new people. All these
Yeah.
people sending her cash apps.
Well,
Market. Oh,
mhm.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, so go ahead, Copper.
Your
I want to
energy is
know,
so off tonight, Marcus.
did
You're
she?
You
not
say
your
Did
what?
happy
she?
self like normally, huh?
It was just a
I want.
long day.
I was asking you, did she tell you why she got sad over there today? Like, what made her sad and start crying?
I didn't have a chance to dive deeper. We were texting. So I'm gonna talk to her about it tomorrow, just try to understand what was it that triggered her or whatever. But it sounds like them just kind of laying out what they thought about her life or whatever.
Her life, right? That was
Sounds
weird
like,
to me.
yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
like kind of like what it was. And I ain't even gonna get started on that lady because we all know she's just an obsessed lying weirdo. I think that one of the things that triggered it is when she said something about, do you know that your body's all over YouTube?
yeah. And she said for free, and I'm like,
You
there
just
can't be
a lie.
bodies on YouTube. What's she talking about?
You know what I'm saying? And just triggering the young lady.
I'm
Just
like, ain't
triggering her.
nobody showing no pee on YouTube. That's
You
automatic.
can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. You won't have it up for more than 2 minutes. The
Exactly.
bots are on it. They don't do that, and they're gonna give you a strike automatically for that. Automatically.
A matter of fact, the minute by the time the video upload and it say checks whatever, boom, the video was right back down. Before
That's
after
it.
them,
That's it.
yeah.
So for her to lie to the young lady who may not know everything about, what I'm saying, this and that or whatever, and to say that, just to make me sound bad as though I put her out there for free all over YouTube, that's just a lie. That's just a lie. And I think that I think that, for the most part, Kai knew that, right? But still, like, you don't really know, like, in that moment, you just got so many things coming and you don't know what's what. And this lady is coming off like she's genuine, or maybe like during maybe the live, some people were sending some cash apps. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's like you're manipulating this young lady. And you're doing it just so that you're basically using her just to like get a dig at me.
Yeah,
So
because she
then
said,
that's why I was upset on the live previously because I said, well, at this point, everybody using the interviewee.
yeah, because she said, oh, the girl reached out to me wondering why is her picture on my channel. So why you didn't address that instead of trying to ask how much she get paid, and this and that? I was just like, okay. And then you claim you here to help people. What help did she offer? Did I miss it? Because I didn't watch the whole thing. But
She doesn't
did
offer
the channel
anything.
holder herself?
Go ahead, Copper. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I want to
Yeah.
know. Did she
She
offer
didn't
anything?
because she said she gonna drop her cash app in the end, but she kept her cash app was up the whole time. But the interviewee cash app need to be at the end of the live. It was more for your personal gain. That's
Right.
what I
And
was
be
saying
on Cash
earlier.
App. Be you. She's saying like she want to get these girls off the street or whatever. Like they don't have to use their bodies. So how are you helping her? I did hear the other girl. Who was that? Big Tasty on the thing. Big Tasty offer her some, her own suggestions, but she's the one over there thinking she advocating to help women get not use their bodies. So what resources you got for them?
Nothing but lip service and bad dramatic acting on YouTube that, anybody that has seen her for any measure of time can see right through it. But if you're new to it, then you may be fooled by it, just like anybody else can. And so, yeah, it's totally ridiculous. Like she's, um, completely phony. Doesn't care about any of these people. Like she has no track record of helping anybody. Okay, the same lady that drove however many hours in a raggedy car from Colorado to Atlanta just to meet me. Squeezed on my butt, did all that stuff, made me uncomfortable,
Ugh.
twerked, if that's what you want to call it, in my Jeep. Did all that. Okay.
Sent,
You know
sent
what,
you those poor
Marcus?
photos.
You
Hurt
know
your
what, Marcus?
eyes.
Since it's such a big debate about the picture and whatever, if I was you, you and her should have the same thread. Y'all thread should look the same, right? Because one saying, you know how to hold back and forth the picture. Y'all text messages, it should look the same. Is the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I had brought
And
up. I wanted.
the big thing is, oh, we're mad because she sent you picture. Nobody cares about the picture. It's the fact that 1 minute you're sending picture, but then the next minute it's a hate train.
Well, I wanted to know, when did she send you the pictures? Before her meeting you, or after?
That's a good question. I want to say maybe was it both? I don't know. I don't remember. Like y'all got to remember, like my life be moving fast. People don't
I
realize.
understand that because
Okay.
I
So
I
I
guess
honestly, and that's not something that I would like have like tried to keep in my memory
maintain.
bank. Yeah,
Right.
nothing like that. Like, nah, we're good. Like, so there, when there's no interest level like that, that's not, I don't have enough bandwidth to keep things in file and in stock that I really don't care about. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's she's being totally obsessive, and Marcus, of course.
But you notice how
Um,
nobody want to talk about rapper one, right? And he's harassing the interviewees and all of that.
well, he's a total creep.
Even
He's
when
a
he admitted that he's harassing Shatoria, nobody want to talk about
No,
that.
he minimized it. He's been harassing Shatoria. It didn't
Right.
start. It didn't start with whatever that nonsense that he was saying. He was harassing Shatoria from the jump, from the minute that she started going live on YouTube, saying
Yep.
that same weird stuff that he says. That I don't, and I see that a lot of people don't necessarily give him the excuse for it because they be like, nah, nah, that's weird. Like continuously comparing the junk of your size to the junk of another man is totally, totally gay and weird. It's weird and it's definitely closeted homosexual. It's like what? like,
And,
wait,
and
what?
he's so
Like,
weird. He does it for shock value and attention. So it's like,
Yeah.
you a grown man, and this is what you do. Like, he's weird. He's a weird. I don't pay attention to him anyway, so I don't care nothing about that man.
basically, so the fact that like people just kind of gloss over that type of stuff, right? But they hyperfixate on the things that I do and completely fabricate. Like they'll take like 5% of the truth of something that I do and then like just blow it up to where the 95% of it is just bullshit. Right. And I'm a criminal and it's this and it's that. And it's like, no, I'm not actually. You know what I'm saying? I'm just maybe a little edgy. Maybe I don't fit within your moral framework, but am I obligated as an adult that has autonomy and one life to live that you're not responsible for? Am I obligated to live by your moral standards? I'm not.
Speaking of moral standards, right? This is just my own my own theory about things. I feel like she has some mommy and daddy issues, right? And then she came out here promoting how her mom and dad was, pimping and everything, right? And
Hmm.
she put a highlight on that, so she know the game and she know this and she know that. To now she feels sorry for the victims, and it triggers her because I hear her say recently that it triggers her because she been through whatever. I don't know exactly what it was, What have you been through? Because you told us your mom and dad was out here exploiting women. So, is this like some generational curse she has, where she has to pinpoint on others because of the harm her parents did to people, and she thinks she could use other people's reputations to damage in place of the damage her parents did to people? Because I don't see her advocating or even saying, my parents was wrong. Now I'm older now and I see it, they wrong, but she holds on to what other people do.
Well, she definitely,
I don't know if that makes sense.
well, yeah, she definitely kind of glorifies in a way what her parents did, or kind of tries to like, make it be like the reason why she has maybe some credibility or whatever. But the truth is that she doesn't have any credibility. We saw how she acted when she went down in New Orleans and boohoo cried in front of Ken's mom, who was like this like Christian lady, like doesn't
Hmm.
sound like she's like really intimidating or like was on no, I'm about to curse you out and no super, hood type stuff or nothing like that. And she just went down there and completely withered, like just melted like a snowball in hell. You know what I'm saying? Just had no
And
backbone, no nothing, no type of anything. Just completely boohoo cried. Okay, so we know that she's not like whatever credibility, street energy or whatever. We know that that's not the case. She came down here and was acting completely goofy.
and
Okay.
she's dangerous because she turns into a Karen. Because even in that situation, she tried to make it seem like, is that a GUN he had in his hand?
Oh,
Remember
totally.
you didn't.
She's a total Karen. Now listen to this. Listen to this. Now, if I'm correct, and I believe it was around the same time, maybe like a week or two before I sent her that text, when whoever the person was, when she was kind of everybody was kind of on her head, and y'all were going back and forth and stuff like that. But whoever that person was that's been following her since the R. Kelly sector, I don't think they really like me either, but I forget that person's name.
Willie?
Willie?
But yes, and they broke down like what her history was and everything with the whole R. Kelly sector and all like that. That was honestly that honestly played a part in my decision to send her that text to say, hey, we don't really have to affiliate like that because, whatever. So
Hmm.
correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't she a R. Kelly defender?
Yes. She was. That's why I call her Flying Monkey, because she was going after the victims and their parents.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so obvious and so phony. Like, you don't care. You go wherever the wind takes you. You
Hmm.
have no moral code. You're honestly a witch. You're an evil witch. Like,
Hmm.
people like her are honestly the worst type of people because, like you say, she's a complete Karen, and so she's gonna play the victim in any situation that she can. If I'm correct, I remember that one, she was a R. Kelly defender, and then at some point somehow used her daughter's situation to
Hmm.
to basically scam people out of money.
Yep.
So you're a R. Kelly defender and a scammer,
Hmm.
and you sit here and act like you care about these young ladies. But if I'm correct, you don't even have a good relationship with your own daughter.
Hmm.
You have some nerve. And then I've seen it where she said or alluded to things about my daughters.
Mm.
My daughters and I have a great relationship. Can you say the same? Now, of course, you can say anything you want, but we've already observed that your daughter kind of hates you because of the incident where you almost, I guess, put your grandson in danger. Like, basically in fatal danger. It sounds like because you lost your shit about seeing your husband with a white lady.
No, that was with her kids, with her daughter.
So that was with her. So that wasn't with her grandson. So that was with her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And so
And
that's
her
why her
own kids was
and
in the
so
car.
that so she literally put her kids in danger because she couldn't control her emotions in that moment. And as a
Mm-hmm.
result, still has, it sounds like, a largely negative relationship
Wait, she
with her.
crashed the car or she almost crashed the car?
Doesn't matter.
You said
I
she
don't oh,
crashed
she
it,
crashed it.
child.
See? Yeah, see? So you have some nerve. You have some nerve. You put your own kids in danger of losing their life.
And I know they're gonna say, "Oh, VQ, we heard you yelling and screaming, and yours was there." But guess what, honey? I was driving. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to mine. It was still wrong though, because they were present.
I
And
mean,
But I
you
ain't
yelling,
gonna,
know,
I ain't
driving
gonna run no
reckless.
car off no street with mine.
and
Hmm?
but again, that is honestly a different level
Yeah, it's no fun.
than putting the kids actually in harm's way on some crash out stuff as a mom. And you have the nerve to fix your raggedy lips to talk about me, a man who is a great dad to all three of my kids. You're a witch. You're an evil witch. Um, I hate that the relationship that a lot of the content creators have with me isn't a symbiotic relationship, but it's more of a parasitic relationship. And, you know, it essentially it's just like they just kind of eat off me, right? At least with your platform, I can come express myself. I like Tia's platform. She knows how to just kind of keep it cool, keep it funny, make good videos, make people laugh, stuff like that. Um, you know, for the most part though, some of the other ones is like, all right, like, you're
Oh
basically
no.
you're basically eating you're basically eating off me. Okay, you're eating off me. And if I wasn't here, or if I stopped doing the content, or if I just switched it up and did something else or whatever for a little while, to where you didn't have much to talk about, you wouldn't have a channel. You wouldn't have really nobody coming and stuff like that. So it's like the nerve of you, you know what I'm saying? The nerve of you to talk about essentially the person that's feeding your viewership right now. You know what I'm saying? And so, ultimately it's like, listen, I can say this, you know, I can say that it's good to see, you know, I don't necessarily I'm not necessarily endorse the guy, but it's good for people to have a place, right, where they can do something like call in and express themselves and stuff like that, right? That's a good thing. And it does reinforce people's natural need then to obviously stay in tune with what's going on so that they can engage in whatever the gossip and all that stuff is. So
Right.
I'm not saying that it's completely like there's no, what I'm saying, place where there's no lane where, what I'm saying, I have some benefit, but it's largely parasitic. And the idea that people would try to essentially tear down the host that they're feeding off of. It's like, okay, like when a parasite eats away at the host, and then boom, what are you gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? You gotta find someone else. And that's not necessarily easy to do, right? So that's all I have to say about that.
I want to
It's
add something.
just
Go ahead.
it's just everybody, I guess they're upset with me because they feel like I'm supposed to come out here and do the same thing I did already. And I'm like, that's not how I operate as an individual, though. If I'm doing the same crap I was doing 2 years ago, I didn't even grow as a person. That's not how I know. I can't
And
flip on somebody, then the person say, you know what, you was wrong, but I got you, sis, come back. You know what I mean? And then when some shit hit the fan again, I'm supposed to just be like, F you, Marcus. Who operate like that?
Am
Snakes.
I?
I mean, and then they said, well, oh, whatever. I'm like, y'all don't know what I've said though. I spoke to you offline, but they're upset because I won't tell them what was said.
No, they're upset because you're not crucifying him publicly. That's what they're upset about. They don't understand. We
And
don't
it's
have
like
to.
at this point, I just
Still,
have to leave it
still
alone
record
because
you
I'm mentally exhausted from the whole thing.
because at the same time, whatever we don't agree with, he hasn't committed a crime, so it's not like he's going to be under arrest for something they say we didn't speak out about. He gonna do what he feel is right for him. That's like he said. That's his moral standard. We have everybody has their own moral standards,
But you know what's
but
crazy? I don't mean to cut you off, Copper. Kai basically told all of us out here tonight to mind our business. You know, not she didn't say mind your business, but mind your business to all of us.
no, I don't know. I didn't hear her. I didn't go to her
In the
channel.
video, she said basically, "I'm good. I got me." Like basically, mind y'all business.
See, and that's what I've been saying this whole time. Who asked for help? Who came out here saying, "Oh, can you help me and save me from interviews?"
Chat,
So
and
that
that
was
what
my
she said in
question
the
because she feel
video.
like she
She said she
advocating for
good, she
some women
grown,
saying
she
she want
got
to
it. Let me see. Copper, you hear me? Because I think we talking at the same time. Yeah.
help you.
So, what do we do now when the person that everybody's worried about say mind your business?
Well, I wasn't worried about her, so I was ain't my fucking
So
business. I
you
don't
know what
care.
I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? Get up and mind my business. I've been trying to mind my business, but they won't let me mind my business in peace.
Exactly. I don't. Wasn't my issue to begin with, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
I also want to add on to some. I remember Golden was talking about how they did have a her and the the witch over there did have a conversation about how Marcus doesn't kiss and tell, right? And when I think about it, I think she was testing your limits as far as sending you pictures. And I'm trying to understand what was her point in line about that interview thing, about you holding an interview for her that she never did.
Well, what did she?
So
Did she say that there was an interview or something, or what? What did she say?
yeah, she said she was
Yeah, yeah.
only going to tell
That's
you her story and that she did it. But now when she came back, I guess she said when she came back from scene, she said, "Oh, I'm
totally
not going to
weird.
tell him the yeah,
Totally
I'm
weird.
I'm not going to release that story because y'all do they basically saying eh, people come out here and get attacked when they tell a story." That's what she was saying. So
Yep.
she made it seem like you was holding on to some interview y'all did that never happened.
Totally weird. Like what? Like for okay, what? You know what I'm saying? Like why? Why lie about something like that that you know I'm not gonna necessarily go along with? Like you didn't say, hey, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna tell the people that we did the interview or whatever, and this and that. You didn't do none of that. Like, what are you talking about? We never did an interview. There was maybe supposed to be an interview, but guess what? Interviews that I'm just not that interested in, you don't. It doesn't happen because I don't really
Hmm.
care. Like, I was never interested in sitting down and breaking down Sheena's story and all this stuff. Like, she's the one that came here. I was kind of annoyed by her even just coming. It's
You
like,
could see.
what? Yeah, like, dude, I'm working. Like, y'all don't know how much work that this takes, okay, to get out here and get good content. And so it's like, all right, man, like, you done drove all this way. Cool, let me take you around in the morning, do do do, da da da. You're being weird, you're acting weird, you're being like a little too friendly with strangers. You're dancing in the Jeep and you ain't even
Hmm.
doing it right. It's just all bad. All bad. All bad. It was all bad. And so yeah, like I don't know. Like I guess, you know what I'm saying, the fact that like I say, you know, I don't get how. I guess a lot of the people that are over there when I'm the hot topic or whatever are mostly like kind of maybe casual people to her channel, and so they don't get to have the full context about how she's basically just a complete flip flop. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And she essentially, flipped on Marcus when I told her that she couldn't use my content anymore. And that was it. And it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, a gray area or anything like that. It was black and white. Like she just flipped and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, she's anti-Marcus. And of course she painted as she sees the light. She came to a revelation and all this stuff is like that's bullshit. You got mad because I told you couldn't use the content anymore. And you were, for the most part, a big fan or whatever. And I rebuffed you. I didn't give you the energy that you maybe wanted or whatever like that. You maybe compared the energy that I had with you to the energy that I had with other people that came in town, and you didn't like it. That's essentially what happened. So it sucks that people get on that like obsessive tip, and then you got to deal with like it's like an obsessive ex. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
what are you gonna
crazy.
do? Like, you can't really control what she does now. I could go after the whole harassment policy on YouTube. I can do that. I do have a lane to do that. She definitely falls under harassment. Okay, her
And
brown
I,
eye.
and I don't like how she tried to insinuate T was possibly, had the House of Virginia. And it's like, I thought you worked in healthcare. And did you listen to the story, or you just being malicious? Or three, because T told her story and she's not positive. So why did you try to indicate or imply that she could possibly be in, and you giving it to people? She gave it to you and you giving it to other people. I
You know
thought
what I'm
That's
that
some
was
saying?
hell of
Like
a
that.
that's
th-
some hell of an accusation. Yes, yeah, that's what I heard. She
Just
said
be,
that.
just be like putting together crazy shit. And like I say, it's like a scorned ex.
But
It's
we
Mhm.
like a
all know
scorned
that
ex.
when you have a baby, oh, they test for everything. I mean everything. Okay. So you gonna know.
It is it is one of those things that you kind of just have to deal with, I guess, when you're at what I consider myself to be the mid level of this kind of content creation game, right? Because if I was, at a real high level, I would already probably just have a legal team to just boom, 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 boom. That would be that. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't, feel comfortable just making all these videos and saying all this crazy shit and doing all like that. She wouldn't feel comfortable. But as it stands right now, she is catching me in a good place because I'm in build mode with my websites. I still have to maintain and continue to bring good content on YouTube. And YouTube is still my bread and butter. We're moving along. We're moving along with the websites. I will say that. So yeah, I feel great about that. I want that to continue to, what I'm saying, be the case. But
Can
YouTube
you
is
can you
definitely still the bread and butter.
can you please tell these people that I don't know any more tea than they know? The same way when you drop Quita video or any video, I have to watch the video. I don't know like which video is coming. They think we just have this extra access to you or something, and I'm like, no, we don't.
Mm-mm. Not even a little bit. Nah, man. I just drop. And I try to get the work done early enough, so that by the afternoon I could get things dropped and get them uploaded, and that's the whole process. And of course, now these days it's even more intense because, like I say, I'm also uploading to the websites. So you know, a lot of times I'm just working, so I really don't have time to like be talking and doing this and doing that, or anything that's not involving like money. You know what I'm saying? Like at like either right then and there, or what we're talking about is going to directly result in some money or whatever.
I
Yeah, if
know.
it ain't if it ain't that, then for the most part, I kind of have to prioritize my time or whatever during the day. So
That's what I've been doing. That's exactly what I've been doing. You heard me been telling them about better time management. That
Mhm.
was my thing for myself. I just can't catch everything in every more. I mean, anymore or whatever. Hey, Golden.
Hey,
I just
hey
want
everyone.
Marcus, if possible, if you can, I think you should retain a lawyer just to have a lawyer on retainment. Find a affordable lawyer. Maybe you could have on retainment.
Let me tell you something. The website keeps going the direction it is. Trust me, I'm gonna have all that. So we're just now getting it off the ground. I'm gonna, just continue to try to bring the best content I can to make sure I bring value to people that are spending their money with me. And continue to make it grow. They're not gonna like some of the stuff, right? I mean, they talk all, the Kai is, the talk of the town and everything else. They're gonna hate the fact that she did another video with me. So, so I
I'm
mean,
not gonna stress about it because she told us to mind our business. So I'm done.
basically,
I'm
right? And
good.
so it's if it's for the people that want to enjoy and indulge in that or whatever. And so if that's not you, I don't see why people take so much umbrage with something that, okay, I get it. It's not within your moral framework, but we're all adults and we get to choose kind of what we want to engage with or not. And I don't see the point in spending the precious time that you have during the day engaging with something that you feel so negatively about just for the sake of like bitching about it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's like what? Like that's really what you're gonna and I get it, man. Like some people find real joy in that. They love it. And I don't necessarily understand it because I just live my life differently. And I enjoy things I enjoy, and it's not necessarily like tearing shit down or like indulging in negative shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not really my thing or whatever, right? But I get it. Some people are like that. But yeah, I'm uh she's the whole situation is like, all right, well, um I'm moving in a direction where again, beware if I keep on the path that I'm on, trust me, it's only going to be a few months before I've built up whatever I need to build up to feel super comfortable to be able to invest in my new content and have things like an editor, lawyer on retainer, that type of stuff. Because where I really want to take things is really getting it to a level where I kind of have like my own network of content. And so, we're that's what the goal is. That's the direction that we're trying to move. So that's the long answer to yes. Definitely going to be having a lawyer and stuff like that to kind of start, striking these people that's taking it a little too far, doing a little too much.
Shout out to J Rock.
That's my boy. That's my boy. All
I
right.
know they had all these questions talking about why the email, and I'm like, I can't answer questions. They're not understanding what's going on. If I'm not somewhere, how if I'm not on Amazon, how are you gonna sign up for Amazon Prime, buy something from Amazon, and then come cuss VQ out when it didn't work for you? What I got to do with that? So then now you're holding me accountable for stuff that's all the way on Amazon that I didn't even buy or see.
It just goes to
That's what
show
we're
you.
going through. And I'm like, no, mentally I'm drained. I'm like, I'm good. And for some reason she think that we're attacking her for you. And I'm like, no, I'm coming out here with my own points. Why you not talking about rapper one? If you're supposed to be protecting women, why you not talking about rapper one? Why you not talking about uh all the other stuff that's going on out here? Why you not talking about the pedos, everything?
Well, since she, her parents was doing all this pimping, and she swear everybody has a story. She needs to go find a story of those women that who her parents affected their lives.
Hmm. Too much like right. That would actually be good content. That's the kicker. That's the kicker. That would actually be good content. But yeah, no. She like I say, just definitely phony, definitely kind of obsessive. The creepy, stalkerish, overly obsessive, overly vindictive ex is kind of what this feels like when obviously we never had any type of romantic anything. So it's just like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, just get off my nut. And someone said it in the comments. I think it was Drea said it earlier, and I'll just say this as well. Like Vegas, like what is wrong with you? So
Ooh.
you want the same stuff too? Like that's so weird. Like these people were my biggest fans,
Mm-hmm.
right? They defended me through all of this same type of stuff, right? Had all their talking points and everything else. And then all of a sudden flip on a dime when, you know what I'm saying, the situation doesn't serve them the same way anymore.
Look, Marcus, look at the screen. While this comment slide right by her and her wrench.
And he's, like I say, man, he literally bought two women, trafficked them through federal state lines, which is literally trafficking. That's literally what that is, right? For the stated purpose of them coming to have sex with him in exchange for housing. He's
Mm-hmm.
admitted this. He said this out of his own mouth. Nobody, nobody interpreted any information. He said this, and like nobody kind of like was like, "Wait, what?"
I'm the
like,
only one. I'm the only
like,
one.
wait, hold on. So you're admitting that you basically attempted to sex traffic these women, and then the sad part is you're such a dork. Like you're such a like you probably have such low social skills that like even the woman that Polo got, you couldn't get. And like you
Ooh.
sent them money and bought them up there and did all that stuff. It's kind of pathetic when you really think about it. It's like, dang, like you have to say attempted because he didn't actually get the Cuda cats. Neither one of them. So it's just like, dude, you're a complete joke, man. And the fact that the crowd like just sees that as like a troll thing. No, it's one thing if you're just like talking about it. He actually did it. That's not a troll. That's like a real kind of creep. That's like a real sick individual. Like he is trying to he's trying to hunt down people on my channel for the sake of getting them to come to his house in Virginia. Like, I tell you what, just writes itself, don't it? But to come to his house in
No.
Virginia
And
to
then
have
guess
sex
what?
with him.
He sat over there in the chat the other night right in front of Destiny telling her mom that she can't handle this ride. And Destiny is a young, same age, round Kai age. I didn't see no outrage for that.
Well, again, imagine if I said anything like that. Like they try to crucify me for what? Like really, like when you break it down for what? Like okay, again, your moral code, fine, I get it. But I don't have to live according to your moral code, and neither do the people that choose to engage in that. All right. And I'll tell y'all, I don't, I don't, you know me. I don't, matter of fact, I'm just gonna keep it close. Just know that there's a good amount of people that have signed up. Okay. And so, um, obviously I'm not the only one that, sees it as some type of a level of, entertainment value and is something that they willingly choose to engage in. And so, again, like these people that are coming up on some of these panels and stuff is like, I don't have to live according to y'all moral code. Like you can miss me with that. That's like what type of weak ass shit is that? Like I'm not some weak dude. I'm not some weak person that's like, oh man, you wouldn't do that? Oh, maybe I should rethink my stuff and da 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 da. Like,
Hey,
no.
you see that person that's in the chat, guys? That person that's in the chat, block them for me. I can't do it from this
Wait, wait,
thing.
wait, wait. What are
Yeah,
they saying?
The MC Nemesis person just came up on the panel and called us the N word. No. Nope, it's in the private chat. If you look in the private chat,
Oh, okay.
I blocked them from StreamYard, so they immediately jumped in the chat. Y'all see it in stream in the private chat? They put the
Yeah.
whole word with the ER. Mm-mm. You
Oh yeah,
blocked
that's
from the
probably just
castle.
yeah, that's probably just some some crazy folks. But
Yep.
but yeah, so like I say, the idea that nobody kind of really hardly batted an eye. I'm not gonna say nobody, but a few people said, made mention like, well, that's weird, that's creepy. Wait, what? So there was a couple people that did that, but for the most part, they overly attack me, overly crucify me, while letting just blatant um like crazy shit go for the most part untalked about. Like you would think that that would be one of the biggest stories. Like, wait, what? This dude did what? Like, yeah. So that's how it's just like this personal vendetta that for whatever reason a large enough swath of people have for me. And I think it's for various reasons. Some people maybe, I don't live up to the expectations that they put in their head about me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, I'm not the savior that they thought I was when whatever the, video that they saw and then they, dove into the content and then they became a fan. Well, maybe YouTube fed them, what I'm saying, some of those, classics and some of the good stuff and it was some good things going on and this and that or whatever. And they get here to the now and they see that, hey, it's a mixed bag. Okay. Well, guess what? Take me for who I am. It is what it is. All right. I'm gonna evolve as I evolve, but it's not necessarily gonna be because you're like pressing on me or anything like that. Okay. And I think that I'm for the most part, a pretty good guy. Okay. And most of the people that I deal with and most of the people that are in my personal life, they feel the same way. So I don't, so I think that it's some of that. And I also think that it's a fair amount of jealousy, right? And I don't know why anybody would want to be so jealous of little old me. All I do is get out here like the little engine that could and just chug along and just get my content and just get it posted and find a way and make a way out of nothing. And I guess because I have a crowd and because I get what some people consider views and stuff like that, that people find their way to have a way to be jealous of me. But it's like, nah, man, like I'm just a hardworking dude, just like everybody else out here. I ain't got no special this or that or the third. Life is good enough, right? But I ain't like rich or nothing like that. So just back up off me. Like you ain't got no reason to be extra jealous of me. And I think that that's where a good bit of it comes from too.
Oh, VQ, you protect kids. Why you? Where the kid at? Where's the kid I'm supposed to protect? And a matter of fact, yeah, did y'all miss the memo? I'm not coming out here swinging for nobody kids no more. Who swing for mine? But I'm wondering where is the child I'm supposed to be swinging for? Because all I see is grown-ups. So, hey,
I I do have three questions.
you ain't got to tell me twice, Copper. If you're grown and I'm telling you whatever, and you say mind your business, you ain't got to tell me twice. So, and I don't have no problem with Kai. I'm just saying, if you tell me mind my business, I'm done.
Well,
So
she
they
ain't
can
asked
worry
for help.
about it.
That's just my whole thing. Nobody came out here and said, "Oh, I need help. I'm being exploited by ASI. This and this and this." Nobody came out and said that. So this whole campaign talking about you saving these women from using their bodies, it's just BS. Like I said, go focus on the women who are selling their bodies for your parents. That's what you should go
Mm.
do. You should go get their stories and their experiences and their feedback, or even their
Hey,
children's lives who they affected. But I do
I'm
have three
sorry.
questions. I do have three questions. One, if she are you prepared if she pulls up in your city trying to, protest your name or whatever?
I'm prepared in what
Marcus.
way? I mean, let me tell you something. This is a big city. I wouldn't if she wants to come here with that type of stuff, I probably wouldn't even notice her. Okay. Like I probably wouldn't even know that she's here, know that it's going on. Like if nobody tells me and if it's not something that I see on YouTube or whatever, I won't know that she's here. Like I don't and listen, let me tell you something, man. There's a lot of undiagnosed and diagnosed mental illness out here.
Mhm.
And mental illness swings both ways,
Mhm.
right? So the same way that, people see all these people that, kind of hate on me and stuff like that. There's some folks out here that swing for me hard. And I ain't talking about on YouTube. And I personally will hope that she wouldn't put herself in position to run into anybody that, feels very, very positively about me that may be a little bit, kind of thrown off or whatever, right? Because it's enough of those people out here too. All right. And so because again, there's so many people that I've affected in a positive way. And people remember, so many people remember, like, there's this dude that I ran into. I ran into him twice now within like the last maybe 2 or 3 days. So I'm gonna have to do a follow up with him. But I did an interview with him, and I had pulled up on Mr. Barry, the dude that has the barbecue stand on Glenwood, and he was there. The dude I'm talking about was there. He's a young guy, and he was just like, "Well, I know you from it. I know you from." He was like, "Man, you got the YouTube." I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, okay, that's me, that's me." He was like, "Man, we interviewed." I was like, "Wait, what?" So like, I didn't even remember this guy. You know what I'm saying? Because we probably interviewed like maybe 3 years ago, and but he certainly remembered me, and he remembers like the effect I had on him, and in a positive way. And so there's tons of people that are like that. That I interviewed them, and the situation went positively. They may have gotten tons of cash apps. They may have gotten a job. They may have gotten all type of stuff that I didn't necessarily get the update. So they know it. So like if I ever run into them, they're like, oh yeah, man, this happened after the interview, that happened, and this happened, and I'm good now, and all this type of stuff. Well, for every person that I get to hear those updates, there's probably 7 or 8 that I don't get to hear. And those people love me. Okay. So you mess around and run into somebody that, is kind of thrown off like that, and you're talking this shit about someone that, was Mr. Right on time as far as whatever it was, the interview, the money that they got for the interview, the cash apps they got, the feeling of you releasing that they got, right? All this type of stuff. And so it's like, all right, okay, come on down here. Like, I'm not gonna worry about you. But there's tons of people out here that love me. And, all right, we seen how you are. You gonna cry and be a little big old baby now. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't the city for that. This is not the city for that, man. You gonna come down here and get embarrassed. And I'm just gonna be shaking my head and not reporting on it on my channel, not saying nothing about it, because that ain't what my channel's about, right? But I'll be in the clouds on Vibes Queen channel when they talking about it and stuff like that. Okay, so it's like, nah, man, like you hop in that raggedy car and drive your ass down here to Atlanta, and I just hope that everything works out well for you.
She just want to come back to slap that booty. That's all.
Sexual assault. Got the nerve to, got the nerve to be sitting here acting like you hate me. And drove however many miles all the way from Colorado to Atlanta. Like,
I
stop it. Stop it. Just cut it out. Cut it out. Like basically had to get like supporters to like this wasn't even a trip that you could afford.
She can never afford her trip. She always needs support.
You couldn't afford the trip. Like, why did you come?
That's what
Just to,
happened.
you were that
Was
desperate. You were that desperate to come and meet me that
was
Mhm.
that around the time when she collected money, saying she was gonna put a tombstone, the
No, that
bumblebee
was way
on Dead
before.
Rose headstone?
That was
I think that was before. I think that was before. Um.
that was the Tuso thing was way after her.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I
She was
didn't
still
see her do
alive.
that yet. Because she was going live. She was setting that goal, and the goal was money for the fundraiser to go to do the
She doesn't. She
tombstone with the
doesn't care about
bumblebee.
that lady. She doesn't care
She
about that
didn't.
lady. Like,
She didn't
did,
do Marcus. That Rose was getting her friend, her bestie. That lady was passed, deceased, and this lady was still getting that lady membership money.
listen,
She
listen,
didn't call
listen.
the family and say, "Hey, can y'all stop it because my friend passed." She was, and it's automatic. She was still getting it till she
She's
lost her monetization.
she's one of those dirty, thieving, scheming type of people, right? We've seen it. Like she gets mad when other people's cash apps are promoted. Imagine getting mad because a homeless man's cash app is being promoted. The same homeless man that you're using to make content out of, and you
Mhm.
get mad when his cash app is promoted. What type of person does that, right? But then want to sit and act like you're helping out interviewees. No, you're just literally a parasite, and you're using the content to be able to get views and whatever cash apps that you do get, and you're just a disgusting person because um was it earlier? I think I saw the guy up here saying that they were, essentially maybe like kind of in some type of flirtatious situation or
No,
whatever.
that was a lady.
That was a lady?
Yeah, remember because she asked her, she said she not gay. Like she tried to tell her she not gay and all that. But she always come out here and say
Uh,
she like women.
okay. Well, yeah, so but yeah, the person that was up here and basically saying, "Hey, saying, she got me for some money basically." You know what I'm saying? And so we've heard her refer to people as paymaster and stuff like that. So who would need a paymaster,
Her,
right? Someone that basically needs to get paid, someone that's broke,
her.
someone that isn't used to like having anything,
Remember
right? So,
she was just
she's just this incredibly low class individual that has these scheming ways that is kind of like a cat with nine lives because she obviously was scheming her situation through the R. Kelly sector and that whole situation and that whole time period. Reinvented herself and recreated herself and found herself over here and was able to kind of fool a lot of people before her background came out or whatever. And even to this day, still is able to fool people because they don't really mess with her. They only mess with the hate train of Marcus,
mhm.
right? So she's not doing that. That's like with the other guy, right? Who I said, hey, I like his call-in show. It's a cool, it's a great concept as far as allowing people to express themselves and things like that. But you see that when he does like the couponing content or whatever the hell that shit is, it's a nothing burger, right? So are the people there for you or are they there for me, right? And it's like I think even with him, there's like a certain kind of like vitriol or certain level of maybe I guess jealousy, for lack of a better term, that you can use because the views don't come unless you're talking about my content or me, right? And so it's kind of like I don't know. It's like you know, it's like okay, it's like if a girl liked you only if you put a mask of Marcus on, right? But then like as soon as you take the mask off and it's just you, then the girl doesn't like you anymore, right? And so how would that feel, right? And so I'd imagine maybe that's how he may feel about it because again, sometimes it seems like okay, you present yourself like you're this kind of fair, balanced individual, but really there's an undergirding of kind of hate and vitriol, right? And it doesn't go past me. I can see it, I can feel it, or whatever. You mask it through kind of the dry jokes and things like that, but you feel away, right? And so yeah, that's just kind of what I have to deal with.
And I want to add that, remember, she was jealous that Sonny was eating steak, was being fed steak by her subscriber, and she was jealous. She was mad that the lady left her chat and started supporting Sonny every night. And she told me, "Well, I want some steak too. This and that." And I'm like, "Damn, how you hating over what somebody else getting? That's crazy to me." I think
Imagine not being able to just go buy steak.
right, like you mad grown, you don't got no dependents, and you can't afford steak.
I mean, she's essentially home. Like, listen, she's on the same level as the interviewees. Let's just say it for what it is, right? Like, don't she like live out a hotel? And I don't know if she still does, but like, I know at one point, I think she was like in a hotel or stuff like that. Maybe had a job, maybe didn't. I think maybe gets a check, maybe doesn't. I don't know, but she's kind of like, she's pretty much like maybe a quarter step above a lot of the interviewees, but even some of the interviewees, she's right on the same level with, because
Yeah.
not everybody's just out there in the street and stuff like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like she's really like just this kind of, like I said, this low class person that I don't know, like purports herself as though she's on a higher level, but she really isn't. She does the exact same things. She begs, like I say, like you say, gets mad when she sees other people winning and like getting money and stuff like that. Like she feels like jealous about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what? Like, and then especially when the people are supposedly supposed to be under you, if they're homeless, you're talking about, them or their story or whatever, but then you don't want to let them get cash apps on the same platforms you're talking about them on.
Hmm. And get information from him.
Like, and nobody
But
calls
see,
this out.
but be
Nobody
having
calls
the
this out.
but be having the audacity to sit up there. Even today, she wouldn't drop that lady. I know when I got there, she said we'll drop it in the end, while hers kept going across the bottom. You can edit it. This little thing that say "Welcome to the castle," you can edit right now and put somebody cash up.
Yeah, so I mean, the whole situation, like I say, unfortunate because for me, it's like, all right, dealing with, like I say, one of these crazy exes that I never had any type of actual entanglement with in any type of way. But you know what I'm saying? That's the energy that she's acting in. So I guess I just gotta be like, whatever. Like I say, until I hire some type of legal counsel and then, just kind of shoo her away. But for the meantime, it's just what I gotta deal with.
I have another question, right?
Hmm?
What about your nonprofit? Because people out here think you're making the spicy content and all that under your nonprofit.
No, no. As a matter of fact, I don't really use the nonprofit.
Yeah, I said
So
that
that's
to me.
that's 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 the T, in case you want to consider it that, right? I don't really use a nonprofit. So people make all this big deal and they just try to find anything with me. But nope, I don't really use the nonprofit. Nothing really goes through the nonprofit. So you can miss me with that. Um, and as far as the stuff, everybody that's on the Spicy site has signed consent and release forms and has provided an ID and age verification. So everything is on the up and up. Legal, obviously. We don't, we're not promoting anything like that. Um, so, it's there for the people that want to indulge in it, but otherwise than that, there's no like smoking gun or anything like that that people are going to be able to catch me up on or whatever. And so, I wish people would just honestly just get off my nuts. Get off my nuts and let them breathe and just enjoy the content and just, talk about it in a way that's not Marcus centric. Like I thought that Troy had a decent enough thing going when he had to focus on Quita and stuff like that. You know, keep the focus on like the interviewees and stuff like that. With Marcus is obviously a part of that, but with this like Marcus thing, like I saw earlier, he's like, oh, you know, when Quita gets out, you should not deal with Marcus.
Oh wow.
Well, well, what are you gonna do? How the hell are you gonna make content? What are you gonna talk about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this happens all the time. People reach out to people that I interview to tell them to not mess with me. It's like, stop being a weirdo. Because the people don't like do whatever it is that y'all are trying to get them to do or say or feel or whatever. They always come back and tell me, and we have a good laugh about it. So you really just end up just looking like a hater, and you end up marking yourself, right? Because nobody wants to deal with that. Because if you'll do that on some backhanded stuff with me, you're a backhanded person. That's just how you operate, right? And that's weird. Like, go away. Like, especially when you're trying to tell somebody about someone that has affected them in a positive way. Like I say with Kai, again, I didn't have this part on the interview that that I dropped tonight, but I'm gonna find a way to work it into maybe something that either goes on the B side or on the website. But yeah, like I say, she got over 300 people after the interview, right? And her monthly subscription is $15 a month. Okay, so who benefited? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I benefited a little bit for sure, but I dare say that she definitely beat me. You know what I'm saying? She definitely beat me. I'm doing the
Mm.
quick math, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I just like I say, man, it's people come with all this nonsense, and I was like, all right, whatever.
Hey y'all. Somebody's backstage. Hold on for a second. Guys, can we get 20 more likes before we let the next person up and they can say what they have to say? We have 81 people. Can we get 20 more likes, please? Yeah, we begging for likes. This you, hun?
Yes.
What's up?
First and foremost, everyone hit the like button. Seriously, you guys are enjoying the raw content. Hello, everybody on the panel.
Hello.
Um,
Hey.
I just wanted to say, because I know that Dead Rose, the rose that the sorry, let me be nice. The rose that came from the dead. She came for me on a panel or whatever, ZX's panel in the past or whatever. Sorry, a different CC's panel over this. But because I questioned her, Marcus, I don't know if you watched it, about her campaigning against you when she drove over 10,000 plus miles to come and stalk you and to say that she was out there for you. And she did not meet up with her mods and her subscribers like she claims. That's a lie because she lied about the date. So she didn't meet up with the white girl and with her dead friend and with the other people. She was just focused on coming to Atlanta to be with you. So it's very weird. And I am perplexed at the energy she puts towards you, bashing you when she was your number one advocate, when she loved you and worshiped you like you are her Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So it's just very ironic.
I
Mm-hmm.
agree. I agree. And you know, you got the whole background, so you have the context a lot more than even most of us. You can see how just completely phony it is, right? And how it is rooted in this, like I say, energy, almost like this scorn X type of energy. And so, yeah, it's it's just one of those things, like I say, where it's just like, all right, lady, like just go away, please, just go away,
Well, and let
okay?
me just, oh, sorry.
No, 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 it's okay. Go ahead.
And let me just state this. This is her repeated behavior. Because this is the same thing. I know people get mad and bring up the R. Kelly sector, but I've been me, Willie, Ocean Eyes, Ty, what's her name? TSW. All these people have been trying to like tell everybody about her repeated behavior on the internet. This is the same thing she did to one of the R. Kelly victims' fathers named Angelo Clary. She reached out to him trying to get money from him claiming that, oh, she needs to rescue her daughter. She needs her daughter rescued. She ran off with a 40-year-old man. Then what did she do? That we paid for a hotel. She wanted transportation and everything else. Come to find out, she used that money to go get a motel to meet with some dude that was coming out of prison. She didn't even use it for her daughter. Her daughter didn't even want to communicate with her. But she reached out to a man who was trying to get his daughter back from R. Kelly, but he had like an organization and stuff. And so she reached out to him, like the same thing how she was praising and worshiping you. I'm gonna give y'all exclusive tea. This is how her YouTube channel was created. The same way she was praising and worshiping Marcus, and then she flipped on him. The same thing that she did to that father.
Hmm.
The same thing. She started going on every panel from the people who like were harassing and attacking the R. Kelly victims, and those CCs were getting like 10,000 views when they would be like 10,000 people in the chat and stuff. So she would go on those panels and tell her story, share her story, and start attacking that father and attacking his daughter and everyone else, all because he rejected her and we refused to keep giving her money for transportation and everything else. So she also attacked this other CC named Larry, who was working with Angela at the time to help bring back the girls and stuff and help rescue other people. So, like I said, this is a repeated pattern with this individual.
Soon as soon as she doesn't get what she wants, and it's sad because again, all I see is a direct comparison to unfortunately some of the people that I interview. Right? It's like it's the same thing. It's like what type of lowbrow person operates that way, right? These people helped you. These people gave you their hard-earned money, right? And you turn around, you take the money, you use it for bullshit that you basically scammed them, okay? And then when you get caught, you turn around and play the victim and act like they're the problem. Like that's just it reeks of like I say, it reeks of lowbrow, low class behavior, but also a a slight side of like a little bit of mental illness. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is wrong with you, lady? Like, are you crazy?
It's rugs. It's not mental illness. It's rugs.
There
I'm
you
trying
go.
to do this on the platform. It's clearly rugs. It's patterns and behaviors of someone who is on rugs. But all I have to say is she's not going to let up. She was harassing Angelo and Larry, and she still harasses Ty till this day. She even tries to say I'm Ty, even though it's been proven my voice is not the same as Ty. But I'm just warning you, she's not going to let up. She's going to keep campaigning against you for years. She was going at them for like 5 years consistently. So I'm just warning you. I'm just giving you a heads up. She has an obsessive personality and she will keep going after you. And that's why I'm doing my due diligence to let people know how to deal with this individual.
Hmm. Okay, well, definitely appreciate the heads up. I'll make sure that like I say, if that's the case, then we'll get to nipping things in the bud sooner than later. Because I've got a lot of growing to do, and I don't want a whole bunch of little gnats buzzing around, annoying me, being just completely vindictive and all that type of stuff. So I appreciate the heads up.
We
That's go
we
ahead.
have one question in the chat. Can I ask Marcus a question? Go ahead, Flowers.
In the meantime, speaking facts, when you get a chance, go to my last live. It's called Flying Monkeys, right? And
Hmm.
I address that, talking about her because she loves to spin narratives like she just this person that's looking out for people who want the truth out, and all she do is lie. And when she don't get her way, this how she become. It's
And
crazy.
And also, I just want everyone in the back and on the panel. First of all, hi Vibes Queen, hi Golden, hi Marcus, hi Copper. But I just wanted to let everyone know for the new people in the back, because I'm sure there's probably new people listening to this live. Marcus, can you please confirm that she grabbed your booty, even though she's claiming that she never looked at you like that? She saw you as a brother, but she sexually assaulted you for all of us to see on her live that she now has taken down when she was in Atlanta, and it was unwarranted, and you look surprised.
She 1000% did that. Yes. And I did not want it. Again, I will reiterate, I was definitely not attracted to Shinna. And so the whole time, the whole thing was just a little bit awkward. The energy was a little bit, whatever. And I'm sure it could be felt on the screen, on the camera for anybody else watching during that time. Okay. All right. Kay Flowers asks, Marcus, would you be okay with someone asking your teenage daughters the questions that you ask these teenagers? Well, for one, my daughters are not available to be in these positions to be interviewed, right? So that's like comparing apples to oranges, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is I ask my teenage daughters these questions, okay, so that no one else necessarily has to. Okay, see what happens a lot of times with the people that I interview is that either no one has taken the time to maybe ask them these questions, or they've told someone in the past and maybe weren't believed and things like that. So these questions give them an opportunity to get it out. Okay. And a lot of them, feel very positively about it after the fact. Okay. So, that's like a real level one question. Like I thought you was going to come a little bit better than that. Um, if you've been here for any amount of time, and I'm sure you have, I've seen your name. I want to say maybe not though. Um, Maybe you're new or whatever, but yeah, that's like a level one question, dude. So you got anything else?
Marcus, whatever happened to that boy, the dark skinned boy that said he didn't like fat girls because of his childhood trauma? Do you still see it?
Um, okay, hold on. I gotta remember which one that was. It was recently enough. Let me see if I can find it. But while you're
Wait,
looking for that, what was the follow-up
ask
question?
away, but can y'all misspell the words, please? Like, SCX, like try to switch it up a little bit. But the other question is right here.
Would you be okay with filming them? Well, listen, let me tell you something, okay? Um, my daughters, if they choose at the age of 18 and they're on their own, which, they probably won't be, right? Because the economy these days don't necessarily allow that. But if, hypothetically, right? If they were to be 18 and be on their own and they decide they want to do OF and that type of stuff, am I going to stop loving them? Am I going to stop being their dad? No. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to love my girls. I'm always going to be their dad. I'm always going to try to point them in the right directions. And so, um, if they choose to do that stuff at 18, I don't own them, right? And I don't own their vaginas. I know a lot of dads like kind of feel that way. And to me, that's like people be acting like I'm weird. And I'm like, to me, that's weird. Like, I don't own their vaginas. Like whatever they decide to do with it at whatever point in life, I can only guide them.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't be like I own it. Like they own it. Okay. And so, listen, like I say, of course we all have our ideas of what we want our kids to be like and how we want them to behave and this and that and the third and all that type of stuff. But you also have to be realistic and understand that sometimes kids are gonna do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And so again, level one question, like, yeah, like if they choose to do something like that at 18, all I can do is just kind of, still be their dad and still love them and try to guide them or whatever, right? And so what is it that you like? I don't know what type of answer you're looking for. Like, oh my God, I would clutch my pearls. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, 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 no. Life is complicated.
You
Life
know,
is complicated.
one thing I say as a parent will always help me keep my relationship, like keep my children talking to me, is I always remind them I was a child once, so I understand. I've been in your shoes before. I've been your age before, so I understand. And I think I kind of got that from my dad because even when I have boyfriends, right? And they would come around my family, they would be scared to show or for people to know that they're my boyfriend. I'm like, my dad is okay. My dad knows I'm a girl. At his age, he had a girlfriend. We did things. He know we did things. As long as we're not really doing something we're not supposed to do, my dad is not worried about my relationship. He's more so worried about who I'm with and how they gonna treat me and where it's gonna go. But when it came to the intimacy stuff, my dad wasn't a guardian of my vagina either, and thinking that I'm gonna be a nun all my life. It just don't work like that.
There you go. There you go. So, but yeah, it's like this dude says, nah, not OF. You can't say nah, not OF, right? If you're gonna keep the analogy consistent, we have to use the information that we have, and we have to use the situation that's in front of us, right? So it's like, and if listen, y'all asking all these questions, come up on the panel. What are you scared? Come up on the panel, man. A lot of y'all dudes are weirdos. Y'all are weirdos. Like, come up on the panel, talk to me as a man.
A
You
lot
might
of people
want.
do that because they don't want you to get the voice when they come up on the panel. So they
Mm,
be in the chat asking you the same questions for themselves on the troll account. So not saying that person necessarily is a troll, but you get what I'm saying.
He says,
I
no,
know.
Marcus, I feel in my heart you're operating in low vibrations. This is so sick. All I have to say is God seen here all. He knows who is go along and get along, who is trustworthy. I'm Team Rose. Okay, well, that's great. You beat Team R. Kelly Defender. Okay, you beat Team Liar. Okay, you be team make up, stuff to have a storyline. You be team selfish and don't allow homeless people to put their cash app in the chat. And to the point to where you get very upset, right? You be team that, okay? I'm gonna just be Marcus, right? And again, um, the fact that you are team Rose tells me that you have no like you have no right to say anything about vibrations, okay,
Hmm.
because you're operating at the lowest of frequencies if that's someone that you support.
Not
Okay.
not the not the Rose lady who always talk about using you know the DILDOS word on people, or always talking about somebody eating coochie, or talking about what somebody do with a man's peen. Not her, not the deviant herself.
Well,
Mm.
first of all, I'm questioning whoever wrote that, because if you're a grown woman, how about just team who? Nobody. See, that's the problem.
Yep.
Nobody is team Marcus. Nope. See,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you don't understand. Okay.
Preach.
So you're team Rose. Okay, the most unethical individual within this street community. So something is wrong with you as an adult to be talking about your team Rose instead of just saying what you believe in and what you don't believe in. Because if you think just because Marcus is up here, or just because we're not on a hate train and doing all the foolishness, then we must be team Marcus. We've said it time and time again. So I want you to cut up your volume so you can understand. We support the positive of what he does. Okay. That does not necessarily mean that everything he does we agree with. It's just as well as I have children that came out of my body that Team Rose try to put on the internet, my innocent babies. Okay. And just because they my innocent babies and they belong to me and they have from my DNA does not necessarily mean that everything they do I agree with. Okay. And that goes for anybody in this world. There's some things that I might have thought about, like, dang, I shouldn't have did that. So the fact that your team Rose tells me a lot. You could never be a child of mine because you're not even an individualist or an individual thinker. So you
Mm-hmm.
belong over there talking about Team Rose and you're a grown woman. Team Rose, shall we give you the resume of Team Rose? Team Rose, so you're Team R. Kelly too, right? You're the
I'm
one, Team
team
Rose, from
me.
my understanding, was said that the teenage girls, not an 18-year-old, not a 25-year-old, but the teenage girls was being fast. And they did that, whatever it was, she blamed them. So that's who you are, right? You better think about what you say before you say it. Are you really Team Rose? And I'm telling you, because I would tell my own child this or my own friend that, because for you to even be a grown person talking about some Team Rose with her background
Mhm.
and the stuff that she exhibits, like if you have not seen her behaviors and listen at how she lies and everything else and how she has no moral compass, are you Team Rose, the person who sent the booty shots to the guy who you ain't team of? So you Team Rose, you must be Team Marcus too, because she was the one who sent the booty pictures.
Speaking of that, sorry.
Okay, I'm done. I could go on
Sorry.
and on because I can't stand
You
nobody
team
like
butt.
that. I
You
swear
team
this is the
butt
reason why
grabber.
I cannot really be in these spaces because I only deal with people who have a good a level head and they intelligent. I can't stand followers, and especially when I see grown folks. I be on my own kids, but okay, let me get on. Let me get on mute. Go ahead, speaking fast.
Sorry. Um Also, just to clarify, because I know that her people are definitely watching this as well. So, people who are, I want to like clear up any confusion and manipulation from people that are just listening to her side. Because she claims she doesn't watch this channel or she doesn't watch other channels, but we all know she does. But she tries to encourage her team members not to watch this channel so that they don't get the real facts. But, Marcus, I want you to confirm to me that um she forced herself to spend time with you. She forced herself into your place. She forced herself to follow you into your complex or whatever, and then to have breakfast or whatever with
Mm.
you, because she claimed, if I recall correctly, that you guys were drinking and stuff like off the camera. She claimed that you tried to get at her, that there was a point in time that the time that we saw you guys out on the street was not the first time that you guys met. It was actually the night before, but she chose not to go live, which honestly, this lady, she will tell a lie then tell a different lie on next Tuesday. So I just want you to confirm that this was not a premeditated meetup and that she kept blowing up your phone like a fan and she wanted to pull up on you and spend time with you and forced herself into your place. Forced, and she was acting like your place, and I'm not saying your place looked bad, but she was acting like it was freaking Rick Ross's house or something, or like I
Mm.
don't know who's, or Jay-Z's house. Like she ain't never seen no nice like place. It was very interesting. Uh and then also when she forced herself to eat out with you, then she came with some BS story about not having money on her card to pay like a $13 meal.
Yep. I mean, I'll say this, right? I'm a fair guy. So I'm not going to say forced, but I will say I felt obligated, right? And so some maybe can say, you know, maybe maybe a slight stretch would be maybe coerced, right? Maybe I was a little bit coerced because it obviously wasn't anything that I wanted to do, right? I didn't want her to come to Atlanta. I didn't want to have to, you know, do this and do that as far as the live and what I'm saying, showing her what I do and all that type of stuff, right? But because I have manners and because I'm a guy that is a giving guy and I tend to, be a nice guy, right? Um, you know, I felt obligated because she had drove all that way to at least do that, right? And so, but yes, as far as it goes, no, I do not. No, we did not meet up that night before and that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We met, it was the daytime, and we went out that next day or whatever. And I believe maybe that day is when she came to my apartment, like that, like afternoon type deal or something like that. But obviously, like I say, there wasn't no type of flirty energy for me. If anything, it was more just like trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when you don't really, what I'm saying, you're not
Mm-hmm.
really feeling someone, but you're just like trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? And you
Mm-hmm.
know me, I'm a gentleman, so you know, I'm gonna try to make people feel good or whatever about themselves in some type of way. There wasn't a whole lot of ways that I could do that with her, but I did what I could, right? And so again, anybody that saw the lives during that time and stuff like that, either my live or her lives, obviously could tell like the energy and what it was. So
Also, she calls for all five of us. I don't know if you know about this vibes. She's called for all five of us to always hit her link, and today she was screaming for Marcus to hit her link. I know that we'll never hit her link, and I know she's listening to this. And B, I will never hit your link. I refuse to give you views. I would rather give someone who only has two viewers. I will get on their panel before I ever get on yours. I will never get on your nasty link because all you do is get mad and you're not a logical person. When someone confronts you about the lies that you have, you drop them down quickly because you want to cover up the lies because you're a miserable. Can I cuss on here?
My
Hello? Can I cuss?
VQ.
I don't want to like. Okay, I'll try not to cuss. You're a miserable, hideous, deranged animal who has skin, reptilian skin, and all you freaking do is look like a sea head out here running around looking for $1 shaking a cup when you should be filling out a job application. McDonald's is hiring, Amazon is hiring. With your 1989 Toyota, you can at least be picking up Uber Eats or DoorDash for people. Make something useful for yourself instead of trying to terrorize people on the internet and harass people and scream and cuss out your supporters, cuss everyone out when they don't want to donate to your sorry ass. But you want to speak on everybody else instead of looking at your own life and realizing, why is it my life almost all anyway together and I'm going to be 60 soon. Who's going to take care of you, cuz we know your daughter don't fuck with you. Oops, don't f with you. My bad.
Her
Don't
son
f with you.
doesn't either. Let's
Your
keep it all the
son's
way real.
your sons can't stand you. You move them out there because you wanted them to help you with housing or whatever, because you lied on your housing thing saying that you have extra people so that you can get a bigger space. Yes, you're on housing in Iowa and then you travel to Colorado to work so that the freaking section 8 or wherever it is in Iowa isn't aware that you make income. Also, while you're making income from YouTube, but now you're not. Shout out to Golden. But anyways, you have no right to be talking about anyone's looks, anyone's life, when your life is nothing that anybody wants. Nobody is jealous of you. What do they have to be jealous of? Someone with a raspy voice sounding like the lady in the cigarette commercial in the 90s that would come in a wheelchair with a hole in her neck?
Forgot about that.
Please.
flowers, you're not blocked. You wouldn't be blocked. We couldn't see your. We wouldn't be able to see your comment if you were blocked, dude. Like y'all cut it out with the stuff. I didn't mean to interrupt speaking facts, but I think
You're
it sounded
fine.
like you was pretty much right, right. Yeah, and definitely appropriate roast, right? Go ahead and layer on out. But um the rod up in you, dude. First of all, your name is Rod Up in You. Okay, that's the first thing. Rod Up in You. Okay, cool. Maybe you're from New York, you got the NY capitalized or whatever. Dude, I'm not gonna like go back and forth with you in the comment section, okay? Like, there's no built-in bodyguards or anything like that. If you want to have your questions answered, you want to have a conversation, come on up here, okay? Don't give excuses, talk about you don't need to do this and that and the third or whatever. Just come on up here, hit the panel, ask your questions, and we can actually have a conversation. I'm not gonna go back and forth and wait for your response in the comment section and all this nonsense. If you want to have the discussion, come up here. If not, just shut the fuck up.
Hit the like button, y'all. But I'm out. I hope y'all have an amazing week. Don't let this, well, I know y'all ain't gonna let her. Don't let this dusty, musty, crusty ass troll who looked like she's a creature that grew up under a fucking bridge. Ruin your week. Love y'all.
Appreciate you.
I just hope she ain't calling my name. Don't call my name,
Mm-hmm.
because first of all, I'm not
It's
hitting
Yep,
you.
yep,
different.
yep. So
For her to even be
yeah,
calling our
you know,
names for
people
what?
always got a lot to say.
Right.
And Flowers, you can come on up here too now. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I love a healthy discord. I really do. I enjoy a healthy discord. One of the things I can tell you is that I'm overly aware that, obviously I'm not perfect, right? And that if there's some things that I can think about to kind of sharpen my sword, and get even more succinct in my ability to strike a balance between good content and also making sure that, I'm within bounds and things like that. Hey, listen, I'm down for that. I'm down for that conversation. But it's like you say, you don't know how to come. Okay, I'm old school. Well, listen, all you got to do is look at the top of the chat. There's a comment that's highlighted and is stuck at the top. So no matter all the comments that go past, there's one thing that's stuck to the top, and it's a link. And all you got to do is press on that link. You can press it with your finger, and it'll take you to where you can select what browser you're going to use. I suggest maybe using Google Chrome, right? And it's going to have you to sign in if you're not already signed in. And you're going to be able to come up under whatever screen name that you want, right? And we'll be able to have the conversation. I love talking to old schools, right? Let's see if that's something that you can impart a little bit of wisdom on me. But it's not going to necessarily happen going back and forth in the comment section, right? Same thing, Black Irish Queen. I welcome any and all detractors, okay? Because y'all be having so much to say, but then the truth is that, you're mostly just cowards, right? Comment section cowards, because when you have the opportunity to actually say whatever it is, express your feelings right here to me, right, in real time, and actually have the conversation in which I'm not a petty person that's sitting here saying like, oh, Vibes Queen, mute them and block them and do this and do that. Like, no, that's not even close to how we're operating. So if you choose to not come up, but you got all this stuff to say, it really just comes off like you're just a coward, basically. Right? So if any of y'all got something you want to say, this is your time to shine. You come on up, click the link, and we can have the discussion. Right? Shit, y'all might have some really good points. I would love to hear it.
Well, I
You
want
know,
to
Okay.
say,
Now Abs did ask a question earlier. Abs said, has my YouTube journey, my YouTube channel, or whatever, affected my relationship with my kids? I would honestly say, in some ways, yes, right, but not probably in the ways that y'all are thinking. Um, you know, in the ways of me just maybe just having less time, right? Especially these days when I'm kind of in the middle of building something. But even I'd say over the course of maybe the last, I don't know, year and a half or so, it seems like it's just taken up an incredible amount of my time. But that being said, obviously my kids are here every day. We have a great relationship. Everything is good. So no worries. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids are great. It hasn't affected it in a way where it's like, people talking shit about me and stuff like that. Like that doesn't affect my kids. My kids actually, I'm their actual dad. You know what I'm saying? So like they know me. They know me, they love me, they accept me. They know me better than any of y'all. So when it comes to some of this stuff, it's not like I present a fake persona to my kids, right? So, you know, they're good. They're their daddy's kids. Mm-hmm.
you know,
well,
I
I do
wanted
got a problem.
Yep, yep, yep. So,
I got a problem.
but yeah, if none of y'all want to come up, because let's see what they said. The flowers dude said maybe another time. You're just gonna talk over me anyway, like you do everyone else. Well, I mean, okay, great. Make an excuse is basically what you're saying. Got you. Right up and you said, nah, the bodyguard sit was just proven. Going back and forth ain't even an issue. I asked one question and you didn't answer it. I'm pretty sure I answered your question. Okay. Oh, is Vibes Queen speaking?
It was a question. It was something that one of these people said, like
Okay.
we
Is anyone else speaking?
can you
I
hear
don't
me?
Marcus can't hear.
Okay, so I can't hear. Yeah,
It was
StreamYard has been acting up.
uh, uh,
I don't know.
Chopper,
All
can you
right. Well,
hear me?
listen. Since no one wants to come up anyway, I'll just go ahead and hop down. I got a day tomorrow where I gotta
I hear.
I'm gonna have Max for the most part tomorrow. So I got to make sure I have all my energy and make sure I get some good sleep. So I appreciate you having me up, Vibes. Appreciate you guys, Copper and Golden, and everyone else who came up on the panel speaking facts. Appreciate the chat. Love y'all. Y'all have a
Good
good one. All
night.
right. All
Okay.
right.
Can you all hear me?
I can hear
Because
you go.
okay, it was
Whenever
the
she had to
round
go.
up somebody.
Yeah, I did see you in the comments.
You all hear me? I can
Go
hear you.
to.
Okay, it was the round up somebody. Yeah, I did see you in the comments. You all hear me? Wait a minute, can somebody put the mute button on? Because I can hear the echo. Somebody. I did see you in the comments. You all hear me? Wait a minute, can somebody put the mute button?
That's Marcus.
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say this person who was talking about riding his nuts. You know what? Let me tell you something. Okay. What do you want us to do? Because I guess you want us to ride your nuts because this is what you consider ride nuts. Because you believe that everybody's supposed to think the same. Everybody's supposed to follow behind you because you're ready for a hate train and you ain't about to do nothing but just talk your mess for today, next month, next year, and you ain't about to put in no work to do anything about it, but just run your mouth. What do you want us to do to help you? Okay. Now we said what we said. Wouldn't it be nice if this world was built with everybody who just did the same thing and thought the same way? If you think that I'm going to follow behind what you say, and I'm not even following behind Marcus, you must be out your mind. I'm not a follower, and I'm an individual thinker. And just because whatever it is that you got going with this man, that's your business and your problem. So I want you to explain to me how we swinging on his nuts. Because we didn't cuss him out while he was on the panel. What is it? You tell me, because you writing, so you in the chat. See, these are the type of people when they get to run in their mouth. Then when you ask them a question, they run. They not because they really don't have an answer. I want you to answer to me. What do you want us to do? Since you say we swinging on his nuts, what are your expectations? Since you want us to follow your directions, what's your expectations? What you want us to do, bro? Now I'm gonna
Well,
give you a few minutes to type it in there. And if I not, I know you just full of it. You just running your mouth and you don't have a solution.
Golden, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, so maybe it's only us two because Vibes can say we can't. Because I was trying to ask Marcus a question, but he kept talking. So I was like, God damn, I don't know. I just want to ask him, when is he gonna drop that tea on the website with Josiah's and that and tell that dude out true that you interviewed. Tell him to get his money up and give him my number. Get his money up and call me. That's all I had to say. But
What
VQ,
who are you talking about?
it was a dude outro. Out his name was outro. Out out yeah, Outro, I think. Outro. I think it's Outro because he was making little rhymes and shit with his name. When he said
Oh,
to me, only the real understand. Yeah, so it's Outro, I think. Only the real understand. He was on B
okay.
side though, I think.
It was another thing I wanted with that woman who said she was Team Rose. I want to know how much Team Rose are you? Because while you tripping on this dude who's dealing with legal adults, even if we do think of it a bit maybe inappropriate, Team Rose is over there swinging and fighting and supporting a whole pedo commentary. So that's where you want to be, right? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you realize what you're saying before you say it? How about just saying you're just against what he does instead of talking about some team roles, the most unethical lying bee that exists within this community? Are you aware of the bummometry? Are you aware that the bummometry married his niece? Are you aware that the bummometry started grooming his niece at the age of 14 and asking her, was she a virgin? Got her a cell phone and everything to communicate with her? Are you aware the bummometry's victims, the products of the grape, stated that their grandmother told them that their mama used to run off with him when she was 16 years old and he was 30? Are you aware that the bummometry made that niece of his marry him after the auntie divorced him? Are you aware that the bummometry had about 2 kids by his niece while he was still married to her auntie, the wife? Are you aware that the bummometry had 4 children, more children than his original, the auntie, to have 4 children by him, and he never disclosed it, and it was a reason behind it?
And
So
he
you
got
team Rose, huh?
and he got his niece pregnant when he was still married to the wife.
Right. Are you aware that the bummometry hurt his foot because he was messing with a Haitian girl and her parents came home and he had to jump out the window? And he allegedly has a baby by that girl too? Girl. You hear the word girl? Are you aware the bummometry was claiming some broad that looked like she was about 15, 16 years old as his girlfriend online, like maybe about 6 months ago? Like not even a year ago, and we all saw the photo, and the girl looked like a girl.
He
Hunting
did.
Rose. See, this is how I would talk to my kids. You better be careful with who you supporting. Talking about some Team Rose instead of just saying, I'm, I'm Team Me. I'm an independent thinker, and there might be some things that I dislike about so and so, and there might be some things that I'm okay with so and so. Now, the thing is that at this point, that girl has a mother who's very much aware of what she's doing. So the fact that she got a mother and she all right with it, even though it's something wrong with it, that's on her mama. But see, these people, I still want that person who said what he said about trying to insult me. Because see, when you get to insult me, I'm coming for you. Then they get mad. I'm coming for you. You're going to talk about somebody swinging on somebody's nuts? Did you answer the question? What are your expectations of me and us right now? What do you want us to do with Marcus?
First of all, I am 5'6", 285 pounds. Well, I'm 5'7" really, but I like to say 5'6" because I'm older. But anyway, I'm too big to swing on anybody. Swing on Marcus nuts. I'm too big. It's impossible. It's impossible.
I'm just curious because they be saying stuff, and then when you ask, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't know. I don't play like that. They so used to just throwing stuff and saying whatever. And even the trolls when they come in, then when you ask them questions, they disappear. Remember the other troll was like, "Bye, no, where you at? I want you to answer a question." They always disappear when you want them to ask. When you ask them questions, when they say something. So you didn't say that we swinging on his nuts. Please tell me, what do you expect or what do you want us to do? Please tell me how I can get up off of his nuts. Crickets. Don't play with me over here because I'm not the one. See, y'all so used to playing with these other folks. I'm on a whole nother level. You can't play with me like that because I can guarantee you'll run in them clouds like everybody else has. And I don't play with people who start trying to switch our words up and turn it around. So what you trying to say is, and then we ain't never said that. You can't direct us to where we said it. We've never wrote anything down like that. You cannot direct us to a time stamp. Don't play with me. So I want to get that clear tonight. And that's for all, however many in here watching. You go play that with somebody else. But when you see Golden, you better get it together. Don't play with me like that, because when you do, I guarantee you, when you start playing with me like that, you're going to run to the clouds and the bushes like they all have. Has that dude answered the question yet? Why is it taking you so long?
He been stopped chatting anyway.
Shit. I'm
Irrelevant.
sick of these people just saying anything or just lying and shit. You know what I'm saying? What they want us to do is be a follower and a flunky like them and jump on a motherfucking hate train and do this shit, follow behind a deranged broad who's going to do this nonstop for 5 years. And y'all going to be looking crazy. And ain't nobody putting in no work. And the only one who I saw advise y'all or what to do or what she was doing, even if it doesn't work out, the thing is she was trying to do something. And then not one of them said, yeah, I think I'm going to do that too, Big Tasty. Not one of them. I said, well, what's the number?
Okay.
Did y'all realize that Golden is the one that led that when that broad's little grandson was being displayed? I'm the one who did the research, and I'm the one who put the phone number out there because I'm a fucking leader. Okay? Don't play with me. So why y'all ain't doing it? It's enough for y'all. What y'all gonna do? Come online every day, and every time somebody strike a live that's saying something about Marcus, y'all just gonna go in the chat, say the same shit over and over, lie, follow behind a liar, know she lying, y'all looking stupid. She looking at y'all like y'all stupid. How do you let somebody who don't even know their phonics look at you like a dummy because you following and she know that she lying, and y'all that dumb and keep following behind it? Tomorrow it'll be a whole nother story. She'll say one thing, then it'll be something else. She'll just
Golden.
say anything. Yeah.
VQ can't. We can't hear her. So she said, when you finish done talking, let us know so she can wrap it up.
Okay, well, she could go ahead and wrap it up because I could talk all night. I hadn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess today I'm really annoyed because I'm not going to be having none of you MFs think y'all going to be coming for us every day with that bullshit. Because if you want to come for us, you better put in some work. Y'all do what y'all got to do. It's enough of y'all. It's enough of y'all where you don't need us. And we already said we got to say, we ain't got to keep on justifying it every day. You come thinking you gonna mess with me, you gonna have a problem. And I'm tired of warning people. You ain't about to play with me like y'all play with Marcus. Because I will make that move. And I'm telling you, he letting y'all slide. Period. Now, we didn't already said how we felt, and we ain't about to follow behind it. Y'all go reach out to that girl's mother. That's what y'all do. Y'all do what y'all got to do, or follow behind that lying ass B over there at the dead rose garden like y'all doing like some idiots. Y'all just keep doing that because we going to keep doing it, saying what we got to say and keep moving on.
Well, and I just want to say, I saw her crying. She making this about herself, her own issues within her. She's not really out for nobody. So I don't give a I don't care about nothing she got to say what she feel about what we do over here. What she does over there is her business, but she seen that she can't not focus on what we don't do or what we do over here, and that's her issue. I never came on here being an advocate of anything. I came into the sector helping interviewees, not worrying about who Marcus sticking his little meat in. That is not my interest, not my concern. And lastly, I'm still not going to worry myself over things I don't agree with online. I see stuff online that I don't agree with all over the internet. But I'm fine not stressing myself over things beyond my control. I am not on no blood pressure meds. I don't have no health issues. I don't have no mental health issues, and I like to keep it that way. So I preserve my peace, and I'm going to continue to preserve my peace and my concern for my own family and the things I can control. That's all. That's it.
That's the best way to be. Really, for real, like being too emotionally involved in these people who are thousands of miles away. Like these people are in Atlanta. If Atlanta ain't even, I know they know about Marcus. These people are in Atlanta. These people have families. Like, I've already had to tell myself, like with those interviewees, I ain't never getting caught up with the people when you trying to all that. That's over. Like you said, yeah, that's the best thing for you to do. And that's good that you handle yourself like that, Copper. For real, for real. These people are crazy.
All
You
right.
know.
Well, everybody have a good night. I still got a lot of catching up to do myself. And y'all take it easy. Don't stress yourself. Don't worry yourself. I'm dropping.
Okay, vibes. I don't know what's going on, but I guess we can all drop. It is what it is, and I hope this is gonna be my last time telling anybody. You know, in the meantime, y'all sitting over here sleeping on rapper one, who's out here, and vibes already posted the receipt of what he said. So anyway, I'm dropping down. You all have a good night, and hit the like button, hit that super chat, go over there to that. Let's see, I gotta read these. Okay, very blunt, and get on up out of here. You or your man. I mean, it's the same people. Go on somewhere, okay? So what else? What you gonna do? Tell me to shut up, and when I don't, what you gonna do? No, 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 no. Come, do what you got to do. No, you come rotate me. You come rotate me. Okay, vibes. Go ahead and shut this down, cause this ain't nothing but a troll. You ain't about that life. Y'all, you gonna do is hide behind this little your little profile channel, and that's all you gonna do. You're a coward. Now, don't make me have to go to Houston. I already told your ass. And if it ain't you under this account, you better be mad at the person who it is, because I'm going to hold you responsible. Now, how about that? I told you before, if you mess with me, I will terrorize your mama. So, okay, I'm gone.
It's the castle where queens come clean. Facts get dropped and the vibes stay mean. No chaos here, just calm with a crown. Sip slow, speak truth, then shut it down. Better press play, come correct or don't. We ain't chasing drama, we confront what won't. So like, share, sub, get in the zone. But if you fake, stay out of this throne. Y'all loud for nothing, we logging calm. Talk real life, not a circus charm. Every room got rules, this one's grown. Keep it cute or stay gone, this castle's known. Built on truth, no scripts, no flex. We peep, we speak, then leave it in text. Don't ask who said it. Check the tone, the vibe is bossed up and we stand alone. We don't yell, we shift the space. A queen don't move till it's time to face. No sneak, no fake, no lurk, no plot. Just vibe in peace or get blocked on the spot. Pull up with class, lead with facts. Drop comments sharp, never fumble with caps. This ain't just chat, this here a zone where women talk heavy but keep it grown. I stay calm but I still check a hole. Y'all talk too much, me, I just scroll. Gather up receipts, round 12 they unfold. Facts hit harder when the tea served cold. Share if it's real or tag if it's needed. Don't come for the queen if you barely completed. We casting chaos or chilling the throne. But either way, we stand on our own. Welcome to the castle, my loves. No chaos, just clean vibes, real chat and big truth. So if you're ready to subscribe, but if you're ready to ride, join the fam. Now take your seat, sip your tea, and walk wise into these YouTube streets. step in the castle, ain't no clout needed. VQ got the T and the facts come receipted. Receipts on deck, so don't gas the lie. We break it down slow, don't blink, don't try. No pick-me moves, no internet threat. She checks the story first, then clears the rest. This the castle, where opinions breed. But you better come correct when you speak on V. She cool, but don't get it confused. She got patience, but don't misuse. You came for the vibes, now buckle up tight. The castle got range, truth, sass, and insight. Ooh, childlike, what you thought this was? A clickbait crew or a drama buzz? Nah, boo, we layered, grown and weird. Drop a crown in the chat if you really care. No kids over here in Castle Land, and every single queen got a voice to stand. You don't need permission to tell your truth, but just know we got files, no need for proof. She said it once, that was plenty to know. Platinum is still loving it over here, and yeah, I show. I be chilling in the chat, then I speak with a smile. We don't air no CCs without facts on file. See, feelings valid, that's Castle law. No silencing, no petty flaw. You can vent, you can cry, you can call it out. If you fake, we gon' call it without a doubt. We were going back and forth, but we settled the mess. Now we building like queens, clean and blessed. Ain't no clicks, just truth and grown. If you moving with lies, keep that shit at home. Go ahead, hit that notification bell. Like, comment, subscribe, it's free as well. This ain't no surface convo zone. We get deep, we drag, we stand alone. Membership, holding the heat on hush. That castle content hit with a quiet rush. You either in or out, no halfway space, but the doors stay open and you're always safe.
Welcome to the castle, everybody come and chat. There's no fun in the bushes. Ooh, child alike, okay. Yep, I sure do.
Welcome to the castle, everybody come inside, where each soul is important and stands for pride. No opinion's better than the next, we respect them all feelings are valid, let them echo off every wall. In the home of good vibes, we embrace and we heal, sharing truth and compassion with a soulful appeal. I'm your vibes queen, guiding light through the night, building trust in our kingdom as our hearts unite. I brew all the tea warm and sweet with intention, got receipts to back it up, every claim gets attention. They call me the receipt queen, evidence on my throne. When drama gets crazy, I make sure the truth is known. Ooh, child like, can you believe what we've heard? I keep it real and calm, delivering truth in each word. If rumors are swirling, I say, okay, let's see. Then present all the facts so y'all can feel free. For my members only, I share that exclusive tea. Platinum, you love it over here, living life carefree. We keep it real and loyal, trust growing each day. Inside these castle walls, love flows in every way. Every castle resident's voice is heard loud and clear. We vibe together in harmony, year after year. Our story grows stronger with each conversation. So join the family now, be part of creation. Like, comment, subscribe to the castle, where everyone is welcome. All be hip-hop track. Welcome to the castle, everybody step inside. Vibes queen on the throne, come along for the ride. No opinion's better than the next, that's the deal. All feelings are valid, every vibe here is real. Castle residents, stand up, we keep it moving strong. In this kingdom of vibes, you know that you belong. Respect in the castle, that's how we do it each day. So settle in and vibe out, VQ's leading the way. I'm the receipt queen, I keep receipts on file, spilling all the tea in the castle with style. When the drama pops off, ooh, y'all like it's hot, I stay cool with the facts, giving proof on the spot. You got my story, okay, I'll prove it real quick, dropping all the receipts, now the truth really sticks. I'm serving up truth while they just chasing clout. In the castle we keep it real, no room for any doubt. For my members only, I spill extra tea on the side. Platinum, you love it over here, it's a VIP ride. Behind these castle doors, I serve truth extra strong. Exclusive vibes for my people, we vibing all night long. If you want the inside
family together, ain't no tearing it down. Like, comment, subscribe to the castle, where everyone is welcome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tough sled. Okay. Okay. Dead Rose, bitch. Let's go. You speak, but I don't say your name. Dead Rose, girl, you way too lame. Classy wear, bitch, you don't shine. Smiling in my face while you talk behind. That's foul. DQ chat, that was never plan B. I was still sliding through while you was trying to ban me. Big fish, boy, you a guppy in disguise. You flip on your crew, Marcus, watch out, she lies. Hey, jealous hearted, greedy weak. Whole time hating, trying to play me. You lucky Jersey, ain't your block, cause I move like a storm and you move like a cop. Bitch, what? You always crying, you gon' do me wrong, but you the one who was dirty all along. Told lies on panels, ran your mouth, twisting up shit I ain't never said out loud. That's real fucking. Well, I rock for you, you was moving foul, plotting in the dark with a fake ass smile. You was shook, not loyal, not even real, and I stood tall, 10 toes, I'm the real deal. Believe that. You ain't run nothing, just gas and gossip. Talking numbers, but can't even stay on topic. Big boss talk, girl, stay in your lane. You a whole dead flower in your life's a shame. Dried up. I was in VQ's chat while I still rock with you, so miss me with your plan B, fake ass view. Acting like I bugged you, nah, that's cap. You was hitting up my phone trying to get the recap. Desperate. You love to see the links to YouTube play. Now you lying like you ain't called almost every day. You hate me so much, but my song's still playing. If I ain't fuck with you, I'd leave that shit hanging. Talking about, do I miss you? Bitch, miss me. You the one pressing play on the track from me. How the hell that song don't remind you of P? Sound like you missed the sis you claim you don't need. Yeah. Keep my name out your mouth and my songs off your list. Dead Rose, dead weight. Now get gone. Bitch, I don't do fake if this don't make you chill. Wait. Do you see what else I got? Fuck outta here. Straight down the castle. Sure. Wrong move, girl. We still there. Stronger. Louder. Unshaken. Fuck like we never left. Black lip strike, but me still there on top. Traffic lock my voice, but me never gon' stop. Content clean, cause stand firm. Who them fit test them soon have to learn. Me rise up bold, me not take no loss. Every stone them fling me, turn it to boss. We right real strong, no fear, no stress. Come for the queen, but me still blessed. Back like we never left, yeah. Stronger than the test, yeah. Play me own sound, me own content. Who vex, who press? Cast the rise up, we now bow down. Chat too much, them all look clown. Back like we never left. Me say it again, me crown. Them can't mute the truth, can't shadow me light. Every word me drop, it hard pon the mic. Fear fight me deal, but them dealing shade. Me talk real facts, them fade me upgrade. Receipts in hand, me roll with the proof. Strike all you want, the lies uncool. This castle now crumble, it shine pon nights. Me vice my weapon, me rights me mind. Back like we never left, yeah. Stronger than the test, yeah. Play me own sound, me own content. Who vex, who press? Cast the rise up, we now bow down. Chat too much, them all look clown. Back like we never left. Me say it again, my crown. We on with sound, we on with space. Strike who strike, what not disgrace. Castle lock tight, my queen with pace. Jah know me there, front of your face. We on with sound, we on with space. Strike like what? Nah, this fierce. Cause I love time. I'm a queen with peace.
Jano, my day front of face.
So minor step when you come for the castle. We stronger, we louder, we back like we never left. Remember that. This the castle, the vibe is royal, but don't come fake, we don't do this loyal. Share this heat if you know they need facts, then pull up in the chat where the real ones at. Chill with the queen or catch that chaos. Respect the space or the gate get locked. This it gone, queen, eh? I stay calm, but I'll still check a hole. Y'all talk too much, me, I just watch. Give me receipts, then back round the block. Share what's real and what's not. If you've seen the live, you already know. Hope you enjoy the show. We don't beg for a seat, we design the scene. Castle vibes only level, we a team. This space built calm, no clout, no rush. Just grown energy steady, no hush. We don't move like the rest, nah, this thing tight. And the vibe hit harder when the crowd polite. We laugh, we sip, we check who switched them bones to the beat while we fix that glitch. Hope you could stay till the live was finished. Every day I'm about dissing and causing tension. I appreciate you all, so I bring the trending content. Shout out to my subscribers, lurk, present, castle residents. I appreciate you all, so I bring the trending content. Shout out to my subscribers, lurk, present, castle residents. Good night, my loves. If you read the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. But if you really want to hold seat in a castle, join the fam tea spill first in silence. With class walk, good, stay wise, and mind how you're moving at these YouTube streets. Coulda strike down the castle, sure. Wrong move, girl. We're still there, stronger, louder, unshaken. Back like we never left. Back like we never left. Yeah, black lip strike, but me still there on top. Try feel lock my voice, but me never gon' stop. Content clean, castle stand firm. Who them fit test, them soon enough to learn. Me rise up bold, me not take no loss. If we stone them fling, me turn it to boss. We write real strong, no fear, no stress. Come for the queen, but me still blessed. Back like we never left. Yeah. Stronger than the test. Yeah. Play my own sound, me own content. Who vex, who press? Cause I rise up, we not bow down. Chat too much, them all look clown. Back like we never left. Yeah. Me say it again, me crown. Back like we never left. Them can't mute the truth, can't shadow me light. Every word me drop, hit hard pan the mic. Fear fight me deal, but them deal in shade. Me talk real facts, them fade me upgrade. Receipts in her hand, me roll with the proof. Strike all you want, the lies uncool. This castle now crumble, it shine pan nights. Me vice me weapon, me rights me might. Back like we never left. Yeah. Stronger than the test. Yeah. Play my one sound, me one content. Who vex, who press? Cause the rise up, we now bow down. Chat too much, them all look clown. Back like we never left. Yeah. Me say it again, me crown. Back like we never left. We own we sound, we own we space. Strike who strike what? Nah disgrace. Castle lock tight, me queen with pace. Ya know, me there front of your face. So mind your step when you come for the castle. We stronger, we louder, we bat. Back like we never left. Remember that. Remember that. We done talking, now it's time to leave. Ain't no back and forth, bitch, please. Said what I meant, left the rest in peace. I don't chase no clicks, I just move in ease. Calm with the facts, bold when it land. Whole lot of grace with a mic in hand. No shouting matches, just point and glide. Castle closed down smooth, we don't collide. A little tea got poured in the room, stay cool. We grown in the castle, don't bend no rule. You came, you stayed, now log out clean. No shade in the chat, just soft and seen. If you vibe with truth, truth you already know. No extra talk, just let it flow. Subscribe if you feel it, join if you're grown. Remember T hit different when it's your own. This ain't petty, this poise, this presence on cue. With a side of I see it, but I move with truth. I log off calm, no storm to chase. Just satin and standards in the sacred space. Catch me next drop, the doors open wide. But bring peace when you come, leave shade outside. We don't rush truth, we just let it right. Now dim that screen down, we good night. Good night, my people. Thank you so much for passing through the castle tonight. If you enjoyed the vibe, don't forget 5 subscribe. But if you really want the real, become a member. That's where the tea spill first. Real calm, real clear. Till next time, walk good, walk good. Stay blessed and mind how you move in these YouTube streets. We done talking, now it's time to log. Ain't no back and forth, I don't argue in blogs. Said what I meant and I meant that clear. Soft voice, sharp truth, cut clean in here. No chaos, no shouting, no drag for free. Just calm, cold facts with a little hot tea. If you came for the mess, baby, this ain't that. This castle built peace, yeah, we handle it flat. Don't wait on a clap back, I don't do performing. I exit with a beat, drop and leave without warning. Grown women talk, this the closeout flow. Where the vibe gets soft, but the pressure still shows. Subscribe if you get it, join if you bold. The membership heat ain't never been told. We spilling that first, real light, real still. But it cut through fake like a whisper will. This ain't petty, this poise, this presence on cue. With a side of I peeped it, but I won't move for you. I'm signed off calm, no extra scene. Just lace on my steps and a crown that's clean. So catch me next drop, or don't at all. This castle don't chase, queen answers a call. The vibe don't yell, it just echo right. Now dim the screen down, we done, good night. Good night, you loves. Thank you so much for coming to the castle tonight. If you enjoyed the vibe, we ask you, subscribe. But if you really want to be part of the family, become a member. That's where the tea spill first. Quiet, clean, and always back. Till next time. Walk good, stay wise.